The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master and Desiree Valdez as the adversary.
Okay.
Of course, you picked pristine cream-colored folders instead of.
No. So just that's for you.
I need this.
Everyone have pencils?
Pencils over here.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm good.
Yep. I'm definitely offering pencils if anyone requires.
Okay.
I also have post-it notes if anyone needs those for some reason. I found them very useful when I was
Personally,
being
I
the
like the
storyteller.
small flags for my notes.
I have some of those over here.
The color-coded flags.
You can totally just take some scissors to these and they become very
But
nice
they're not
flags.
multicolored.
That's
See?
true.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Those are transparent.
You get your scissors.
Those are transparent.
Dissertation training.
Yes.
Still in effect.
Alrighty. So yes, welcome everyone.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Yay!
I think we mean
Pendragon.
huzzah.
Yes.
Aw.
Those all.
Huzzah.
All right.
I would just say it'd be a general grunt.
Yes. Grr.
Just a nice manly grunt.
Just a general. I think everyone was grunting. Animals, women, people, humans, in general.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish grunting?
What?
Perhaps
Why
fish.
not?
Perhaps fish were grunting.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's more of just a instead of the little bubbles popping.
Yeah.
That's
When the bubbles popped, it was.
All right.
I just also want to mention we're not watching the Winter Olympics, so I'm depriving myself of men's butts in order to be here today.
Oh man.
Okay.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah, we
She had
It was a
to.
better joke. It was a better
No.
joke in my mind.
She had to tear herself away from the men's cross-country relay. So.
There you go. See that?
No, the only thing I ever really care about is figure skating and Apollo Antonino, so.
That was a bad note to start on. All right.
All right.
On that note.
On that bad.
on
note.
that bad note, yeah.
So we're doing character creation.
That's right.
We have
Okay, well, I
time.
think we need to talk about what game we're running and what's the format and all that fun stuff. We
Okay.
need context.
The name of the game is King Arthur Pendragon, and this is potentially the beginning of an epic endeavor on our parts to run the Great Pendragon campaign.
So is this starting from the very, very beginning?
This is the very, very beginning.
Year one, you might say.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
Except it's not really year one. It's year what, like 508 or something?
485.
Okay.
And
I was super close for how many years have gone by since.
oh, when we get to 508, you can look back and go, oh yeah.
Wow.
The 80s.
That, yeah. You'll be feeling that difference.
The colors we wore.
Oh, God.
I know. So yeah. Anyway, so I prepared packets for you all,
Thank you.
and
Beautiful.
thank you. And what you've got there in the actual 3-hole punch section are basically the main records for things like your estates, your family, treasure and stuff. Your character sheets I put in those pockets because there's what you're going to do is select one of those sheets from the pile because each one is for a different culture/religious combination.
Oh.
Okay, so you've got British Christian,
So
Roman
we just
Christian,
select one and then.
and then I'll take whichever one you don't want. Yeah.
Although, you
Yes.
might want to hold on to them because you're going to probably go through a couple nights over the course of
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to throw them away.
Specific to the,
Yeah.
Never mind.
So
This that way they'll stay
Okay.
nice and I won't get confused.
exactly.
Okay.
And
Alright.
Well, thank you.
I got bless you. Now, you'll notice a lot
Because
of
I'm a leaky faucet.
you'll notice a lot of these numbers are filled in. Jade,
Yes.
you already noticed it says Glory 0 in an extremely demoralizing way.
It does.
That is because these are printouts from a form-fillable PDF. Okay, so what I'm going to do after you make your characters, I'm going to email each of you the PDF,
Right.
and you guys can then keep your characters updated on the PDF, and then print out a new copy whenever you want.
Lovely.
Okay.
Oh.
So, having said that, yeah, we've got 4 cultures to choose from. We've got British Christian, Roman Christian, British Pagan, and Roman.
Also, you're starting out as squires. I don't think you made that clear.
I did not actually.
And you'll be randomly appointed a knight from our bevy of knights that David has lovingly created on the website. I also want to create a scene for whoever's listening, like the 2 people that may have been listening up to this point.
Sure.
Is that we rearranged the usual way that we sit. We're sitting at a horizontal table
Yes.
with the players on one side and us on another side.
Yes.
And I think that's just important to point out. Just
That's
in
true.
terms of
There are
context.
2 GMs in this game, so
Yeah.
anyway.
So we needed the space.
And all of us are weirdly uncomfortable.
I'm
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
and it's good.
Not
That's
true with you guys both GMing just.
I feel super off balance here.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You should.
Excellent.
Because that's how they felt in this period of the Pendragon
It's true.
campaign.
Saga.
Are we turning in
Yes.
our extras?
Extras, please.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I have to decide who I'm going to be.
Yes, you do. The sort of default is British Christian.
I would say that gives you the most license
Yeah.
to move around in the.
It gives you the most mechanical benefits, really.
That sounds awful lot like min-maxing.
It is.
So I'm gonna let the dice decide.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. Why?
D4.
Wow, equal odds, huh?
Yeah.
I will. No, I'm getting there.
All right. Top to
I'm
bottom.
just in suspense.
Mhm.
I'm probably going to choke.
3.
Oh.
I believe that makes me a pagan.
Nice. I can't get away from it.
Well,
Nope.
would a pagan squire, would that matter?
That's fine.
Ah, crap.
Here you go.
Pagans
All
for
right.
life.
So we got 2
Yeah,
pagans. What
What
else?
did you pick?
Roman,
All right, hand me one of those
British
bacons.
Christian.
Nice.
Nice.
Good, okay. So Jen will be. No.
I know that I've expressed in the past that I've been interested in making a character that I don't necessarily like. However, I'm still not there to play a Christian yet, so.
Okay.
Religion scares me a little.
It's early days.
It's
though.
very early.
You wouldn't recognize it.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Don't worry, you've got
It's okay.
a little over 70 years until the Grail Quest, so
Yeah, so you'll
you
have
can work
time
up to it.
Yeah, you'll work up to it. Then you'll be like, yes, I want to be. Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
You get perks. So.
We went over. I poured over every detail.
Yeah.
My character creation for our mini campaign took us a whole 3.5 hours.
We had a
4
very
hours.
leisurely evening, it's true. Much pipe smoking and harumping. So, harumph. So yeah, let's see.
These
what
are
else?
amazing.
Well,
They are,
yeah,
aren't they?
really good.
Very good job.
Very nourishing.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, you all have done the demo, so you know the basics of the system. Does anyone need a napkin?
Who needs napkins?
I've got tissues.
Tissues? Napkin? Okay.
So you know the basics of the system. I think the main thing to emphasize here is that the campaign does kind of map to the progress of the Middle Ages. So starting as we are with year 1, so to speak, we're in kind of an early medieval sort of mode. Sort of melding with the actual historical Dark Ages
Right.
that were going on in this 5th century.
We're also dealing with the cultural Dark Ages, really,
Mm-hmm.
for this particular game.
Yes.
People aren't very happy with how things are going,
True.
Generally.
Yes.
very generally.
Yes. Yeah, no, everyone's looking for a savior figure who's going to come along. High hopes are being put in Uther Pendragon, brother of Aurelius Ambrosius.
Yes.
Ambrosius. Yes. So, anyway, I've prepared a visual aid. Because basically in the Great Pendragon campaign, they have a picture for each phase that you go through that kind of shows what the armor and the clothing look like. But I said, fuck that. We need a 3-dimensional visual aid.
Yeah.
So there we go. We can pass that around. Anyway.
Oh my god, look at you. Wow, cool.
I guess we're the ones on foot.
You're
Yeah,
the two
those
guys
poor
holding
squires.
the suit of armor.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the woman carrying the child.
What?
I kid. Oh, I saw him while he was painting it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I
right.
knew
You've been having your own
before
adventures in minis.
I knew before he had a base.
Wow. There's something artful grass down there, too.
Mm-hmm. The wildflowers.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that like flock and static grass? Nice.
I love the flowers. I
Yeah.
think that's what makes it for me. All the other stuff,
Yeah. Take it or leave it.
It's just such a nice touch.
Yeah, it is.
So we are one of the simple folk.
Probably
Probably
the squires.
Probably one of the ones carrying, the
Yeah.
chainmail.
Like-
You guys
chainmail,
holding
yeah.
to the chainmail and with the helmet in the middle.
Yeah. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
That's where you're at.
Oh, I love this.
Aren't they great?
This is so much fun. Oh.
So, yeah, it turned into a bit of a diorama. Because, here we go.
Cool.
Basically, right now, the main issue is that you've
And
got.
the Pendragon banner.
It's getting there.
Oh,
The main issue is that you've got Saxons who are coming over and displacing the native Cymric people, which are the Celtic
Horrible.
Britons.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
the worst.
we've got our Saxon here, kind of facing off with the locals. And then yes, this is the banner of Aurelius Ambrosius, which is called the Pendragon banner. So it's where the family gets their name from, sort of the dragon banner. And yeah, that's the visual
the
aid.
visual aid.
Yep.
Is it wrong that
So-
I kind of want to be the Saxon?
Yes, it is, actually. And now I question everything you do in the game. I just say that because my main character I played when I started this campaign with David a billion years ago was I played a Roman Christian knight. And he had a hatred of Saxons. So as you'll see on your character sheets, you can have hates of things.
Mine has hate of Saxons.
2d6
Yeah.
Does it
plus
really?
6.
If you're from Salisbury, you
You
hate
hate
Saxons.
Saxons
Yeah.
with passion.
Because actually, if you all flip to the map in the back,
Okay.
map number 1 there. There we go. Where it says Wessex in the lower right-hand corner, that's a Saxon kingdom. So they're right next door to you.
Those sons of bitches.
So you're dealing with exactly.
Those
You're dealing with the
filthy
shit.
Saxons.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm beginning. Now that well, okay. I think we should give them our history with the game anyway.
Go for it.
Well, we started playing the Great Pendragon campaign in 2007,
No.
8.
Wait, our first ever Pendragon game? The,
Like
the
the
GBC. That was 2010.
I did the Great Pendragon 3 years off in 2010, and so we started from there all the way up until last year,
Last year, yeah.
and we finished it. So it took a long time only because we
We had big gaps.
super slow.
Yeah.
But ultimately, with all of this, what I'm trying to say is, you're going to go through many different trajectories in terms of how you relate to the region, how you relate to the monarchs, how you relate to where you live, and then there's going to be so many things coming in back and forth. The Saxons just being almost kind of the first big chunk of what you're dealing with.
And we'll leave it at that.
And we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So the Saxons, you're interfacing with them all the time, and especially being from Salisbury, you're dealing with a lot of stuff with them. And so I find it interesting. I'm wondering what it would be like to play a partial Saxon knight, let's say.
Well,
as you
it could happen.
progressed.
You might end up marrying a Saxon, and then your
yeah.
child would be half Saxon.
Well, it would be half pig or something.
Oh my
It wouldn't
God.
actually
Wow.
be-
Wow.
Wouldn't be human.
Wow, listen to that classism right there.
Racism.
I guess
Straight up
what
racism,
I'm also
actually.
trying to say is that's where I was going with it. So what I was trying
I'm
to say,
half Saxon.
I know you are. So basically,
Part she doesn't like.
I know exactly. What I'm trying to say is that this game can
It
really
tears me up inside. Alright, so.
this game really sticks with you.
Yes.
And so even though Herringdale has been long dead,
Oh.
he was my first character. Even though he's been long dead, I still carry a really strong feeling of hating
Yes.
Saxons to my bones.
Yes. Yeah, that's
I just thought I'd share that weird element.
Yeah, so
People
be
are
careful if you
gonna get
generate a love passion for another player because it could bleed over into real life and then it'd just be
Okay.
awkward.
That'd be awkward.
Oh my gosh.
Strange.
That's a
I
whole
wonder if
other
my
thing.
cat would be able to sense it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in-game, in terms of the characters and things,
Yes.
that you may,
Yes.
But I'm very questionable, so.
That's
Develop
true.
an
So
everlasting.
Des, you're
hatred
saying
of
that if you
Saxon.
saw Saxon today in person, you'd look for the closest broadsword?
I would. In fact, when I was a receptionist working in a medical clinic, there was this guy, and he was like totally like, I don't know where he was from, but I could tell he
looked like a Saxon.
He looked like a total Saxon, and I got really like.
It sounds like my
That's because my job.
one of my
sucked.
best friends in the world hates the Turks for what they did to the Italians like centuries ago.
Oh wow.
That's
intense.
That's been a while.
Oh yeah.
This isn't
It's like
even
400 years
personal.
ago.
Yeah.
He is half Italian though.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, there you have it.
I knew. I
But it
had
just
a-
sometimes it cracks me up. Like he'd like anything Turkish to this day, remotely Turkish, and he's like, nope,
No.
I don't trust it.
Wow.
You offer him some
Instantly.
baklava, and he bats it out of your hand. Screw that.
Coffee.
No coffee.
No coffee.
No
All
Turkish
right.
delight. All right, so let's
how
let's
can
get
we
going.
start?
So unlike the demo game where we had you guys sort of randomly generate your class and where you're from and everything, the Great Pendragon campaign wants to give you a little bit of a leg up because you're going to need it, and just basically say you're going to automatically be son number 1. You're going to automatically be standing to inherit a manor.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I never got that.
yeah, you did.
Hmm.
That's where Broughton came from.
Oh yeah.
So,
Sorry. Apologies to everyone.
all right, and so
It's really nice to have your input.
A little
Des, as
dialogue.
you- Well,
Oh,
yeah.
good,
I mean, just
okay.
from a player's perspective. So
Okay. Yeah.
she's
thoroughly
your shop
trained.
steward, so just address any questions you may have to her, and she'll kick it up.
You need like a third GM to get the whole, Holy Grail three-headed ogre thing going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll soon have a T-shirt where we're just
Exactly.
like together.
Well, it'd be Edie, of course.
No, you'll see
Oh
us.
my
We
God.
play the hell beast head. That's pretty much us, really. No, I mean as it goes on and I start playing characters, it'll be different.
Yes, we'll see. Alrighty. So yes, as you see on your sheet, you've already got 1 written in for son number. Your father's class is vassal knight, which I think is on the back of the page. But
Okay.
at any rate,
Oh right.
down at the bottom there.
Ah, yes.
Oh, good. There we go.
Okay.
By default, your liege lord is Sir Roderick,
Okay.
Earl of Salisbury. There's his coat of arms. There's his face.
Oh, yes.
All right. Fine.
All right.
Isn't it like his birthday today?
Oh God,
I don't keep track
know.
of Doctor Who birthdays.
We aren't Doctor Who's. We're not really
Who's
major
in?
Doctor Who people.
Who's in?
And second, we just thought it'd be funny to cast all the Earls as doctors. So
I didn't know that's who that was.
yeah.
I didn't either.
I just know because people talk about it a lot, and I keep up on celebrity
To be-
crap, so.
To be fair, when I first saw him in Doctor Who, I was like, oh, it's the bad guy from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Was he? Oh, I didn't.
No, Doctor Who is like perfectly fine, but we're not like into it at all.
Okay, so first thing you're going to do in terms of rolling is find out what manner
First D20 roll.
you stand to inherit.
Yes.
Ooh la la.
So it's a D20 roll.
Oh, it has to be in that area. Broughton's on. Oh yes. Oh my God.
12.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay.
18.
18. And
16.
16. Now what you're going to do is flip to map number 1 and find the manor on the map because it's actually there.
Wow.
Oh, with a number?
Similar.
No, unfortunately, that would be too easy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so 12 is Piton. 11 is Newton Tony.
Oh, there you are.
What do we have? An 18?
Yeah.
Winterborn Stoke.
Ooh.
And
Oh, there.
Renee, you had a
16.
16 Tisbury.
And where should we note that?
Well, actually on your estate
Can I
record.
look at the sheets?
So, State Newton
I see.
Tony.
I have that. No. This is the abstract character sheet.
What are you gonna?
Oh, you got it.
You have a couple of those. They're all the same except they're filtered differently, right?
Right.
Cool.
Yes. So current home is not where that goes.
That's not where that goes. Where does it go?
On your estate record.
The stuff that's put into the 3-ring binder.
Yeah. on
Oh,
this
it's
page.
actually a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, you're
The very
gonna
first thing you fill in there, though.
You're gonna spend a lot of time with that sheet.
Although not as much as you.
Not as much as I had to.
It's been streamlined.
Thank God.
Winterborn Stoat.
Winterborn Stoke.
Stoke.
It is, yeah.
I can find the Dauncey, the Gunner, but not the.
Winterborn Gunner.
Maybe? Winterborn Stoke. It's on the left of Stonehenge.
There it is.
Amesbury.
There it is. Thank
Yep.
you.
But the demons dwell.
Yes. And Tisbury's way the hell out there on
Yeah.
the border.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
that's
kind of
pretty
makes
fun.
sense, actually.
Yeah.
At least
Yes,
it's
it
not
does.
on the Saxon side.
I'm right next to the Saxons.
Yeah, Piton.
Piton, yeah.
Ooh.
The only one
Where-
worse off
oh,
than
yeah,
you
I
is
see.
Broughton.
Right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broughton. See now you know where I got my hate from. I had Broughton Manor.
Oh, yeah, so you got invaded all the time.
And then I also had Duplain Castle. So I was
Yeah.
like, they destroyed Duplain really, and we had to build it up again, and again.
And there's Newton Tony.
Tony.
Yeah,
That's a great name.
I'm right there on the river. I love it.
Although Kimpton is hilarious.
You're on the
Bourne.
Bourne River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not too
That's
bad.
nice.
Okay.
You're big.
All right.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you have your manners.
All right, so you're all by default 21. You can make your character a little older if you want. We'll get to that. Okay, so traits and passions.
Right.
All right, so your religious background gives you a sort of a default array of your traits. Basically, your religious traits all start a little higher than normal, and everything else is 10 and 10. So that's already been filled in for you.
Yes.
Now, let's see here. Are your Valoruses at 15? Yes, they are. Okay, good.
Indeed.
All right. So, let's see here. Assign your famous trait. You may assign a value of 16 to any one trait, including those on the right side of each binary, such as worldly or reckless, if you desire. Assigning this value of 16 is optional.
Now for spiritual and worldly,
Yes.
didn't they changed it?
Used to be pious and worldly, but it works the
Yeah.
exact same way.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I thought we thought about worldly being a different. Remember we thought about a different word for that?
No, you're thinking
Describe
spiritual.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Okay. So, yeah. So if you want your character to be well known for one particular thing, give them a 16 in that.
If you don't have to do this. Like for example, when I had Herringdale, I chose merciful as his main trait. For some reason, I don't know why.
Very cool. Energetic.
All right.
Your character just has one name, right? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I
question.
usually circle
Yes,
out
you
one.
over there.
Oh.
Is it possible to have my character here just die and then be screwed?
What do you mean?
Well, if I don't have any issue and my character is killed,
Oh, yeah.
what happens then?
Oh, then we make a new character.
You go to
Okay.
your next of kin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be
get
generating
there.
your we'll be generating your
like
family.
a whole bunch of people, and so we're like, well, I'll play a cousin of so and so, and then you
Okay.
create that
I have a brother here who's a knight or whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Despair.
easy. It's really easy. Yeah.
Because it is possible
despair.
to get
Killed by Saxons.
or any number of
or
things.
anything
Yeah.
really. But yeah, it's except diseases really.
Yeah, you're pretty much safe.
At least in the first part.
All right then.
But yeah,
It's reckless 16.
reckless.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Renae and Jade, are you still
I'm going
thinking?
forgiving.
Forgiving.
Ooh.
Yay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Renee.
Just, I think.
Oh,
I went specifically for
Nice.
forgiving to battle against the Saxons.
That's
Victorin, father would probably not approve.
So we changed the number to 16? Or we
Yes.
add 6? Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and change
Yeah.
it to 16.
You're-
And then change the other side to 4.
Yeah, within the
Ah.
personality trait, you're dealing with a total of 20. So
Oh,
you want to
right.
balance it out so that it's always equaling 20.
Yes!
So
No,
it'll
just
be
kidding.
like 4 for,
Yeah.
what is it?
Prudent.
Prudent. Yes, and 16 and reckless, I love. And, yeah.
Excellent.
Great.
Okay, so then you've got your base passions there. Now.
Is that a judgment of our...
I got it.
All right. Now, fealty you're is gonna be to the Earl. Homage you're gonna leave blank for now because you haven't sworn homage to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that would be to the king generally. Okay.
Fealty, yes, to your lord, which would be like Earl Roderick, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
so its default is 15,
Right.
so you're just going to go with 15.
And what I found helpful is to put those names in there, so on those little blanks, just so I know who I'm paying fealty to, because that may change, and all this is erasable, and you will go through many character sheets if we stick through the whole thing. But I like to put the names of the people because then it helps me keep track of all the different people.
Because
that
it's
you
right
have.
there when you look at it.
Why not?
Exactly.
I'm in love with family.
Low family, hospitality, and honor.
Okay. And then hatred of Saxons.
Hatred of Saxons is randomly determined, so
Right,
it's
so
2d6 plus 6.
6.
So you
So
be rolling.
roll
You
it
be
up.
rolling.
Roll it up.
Okay.
2d6 plus 6 for your hatred of Saxons.
Oh wow, I don't really hate them that much. That's an 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
All good.
No, wait. No, come here, little D6. D4, you go back.
You are not needed. Oh.
I got 14.
Oh, I got.
Oh, yeah.
14.
You got 14 also? Oh, okay.
18.
Nice.
Oh,
Wait, is it on your sheet there, Renae?
that forgiving is going to
Oh,
be kind of
no.
tough without
It
the
isn't.
shade.
Okay, so you're good.
I know.
You're good.
Oh,
great.
okay.
As a Roman, you don't hate Saxons that much.
Oh, okay.
Why? Oh, I know why.
So 18 and
14.
You want to
14.
forgive him, but you just hate him so much.
All right, so yeah, no, that's an interesting
Spread.
dichotomy there. Forgiving yet notable
Hating.
hatred. Yeah, because anytime something's 16 or above, you'll recall you have to roll against it. So, even if you're trying to be diplomatic with a Saxon, you have to roll your
still
hate
have to
Saxons to see if
roll
you,
it.
like, spit on his face or something.
And
Probably
so-
will.
Anything over 16 also gives you yearly glory, right?
Yes.
So her hatred of Saxons
It's notable.
is no.
It's a notable thing.
gives
if
you
you roll
glory
that-
every
yeah,
year.
let me
Because
see,
that was
where's
the highest I could have rolled on that roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it's equal to the
No,
value.
there's a piece of paper, the glory.
Oh, but it's equal to the value.
Oh,
Yeah. I tucked it in the next somewhere.
tucked it somewhere.
All right, so attributes. So you're going to distribute 60 points among the 5 attributes.
60.
And keeping in mind, you're going to get a plus, well,
Wait,
actually,
attributes,
hold
yeah.
on a
Your
second.
statistics.
Statistics.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
statistics. I'm here to translate too.
No
It
worries.
says attributes in the
It
book.
says statistics
I know.
here. Chill out.
Probably because this is a
Cool
custom.
it. Wait, what?
It's probably because this one's custom. And
Right,
in the book, it probably says attributes on the character sheet.
It may. This is actually the official. current
Actually, no, it
character
says
sheet.
statistics on the character sheet.
It's never
Yeah.
freaking, they never match up.
No.
It's because they pulled it from PAL, or not BRP.
Probably.
So
Yeah,
they call them
So
attributes there.
statistics, 60 points among everything. Just reminding you that app is very important in some respects. You can build things up until age 35 with your stats, so up until the age of 35. So if you want to, let's say you, over the course of the game, you gain glory. You get like however many glory. If you get an extra 1,000 glory, I know this is sounding really complicated, but if your glory goes up by 1,000 points, you go over 1,000 point mark, right? Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
You go over 1,000 point mark on your glory, it gives you 1 extra point to play with. So that's going to be like in your statistics and your skills. You can boost up your app, you can boost up your strength. It's like training and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And you said we'd be getting a bonus to a statistic?
Yes, so those of you who are Kimric get a +3 to con. Those of you who are Roman get a +1 to Dex and a +2 to App.
So
Those
app
two.
is important, con is important. You just, after this, generally, I know you guys are savvy gamers, but looking at the damage, healing rate, move rate, all the stuff under your stats, whatever those totals are, whatever that increases to the most, you want to build up those 2 statistics the most.
Whatever's
So for
most
example,
important to you.
size and con, if total hit points are important to you, size and con are where you want to build yourself up. Healing rate is important. If your damage is important, which is really important to me, you want your strength and size to get increased.
So 60 is distributed among all of these?
Among the
Yes.
top
No,
5.
just the top. Okay.
And we choose that ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could just give yourself a flat 12 in each,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Build up from there.
and then you get your bonus as appropriate.
What's the smallest size generally for a...
Minimum size is 8.
Ah, okay.
All the other minimums are 5.
And what does knockdown mean?
Knockdown is
That's
basically,
important.
that is the amount of damage. If you take that amount of damage before it's subtracted for your armor,
Uh-huh.
it has a potential to knock you off your feet or knock you off your horse.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so even if your armor absorbs the blow and you don't take any hit point damage, you could still get knocked down.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when we're dividing, do we roll round up or round down?
Yeah, I believe it's round up. Let me
Round
double
up.
check.
I personally say round up.
question I've had recently, though. So I'm just going to check. Rounding off. So it's normal rounding. 0.5 and higher is upward.
Okay, and down.
0.49 and lower is down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And if any of this is confusing, which it probably won't be, but it might be at times, just ask us any questions, because it's just important to clarify things. And once you get into it, you'll just, it's like water. It'll flow really easily. Unless it's winter, then it'll freeze, but still.
Okay. Haha.
Is it okay to sink a whole lot of points into like one or two things?
You want to?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
whatever you think, whatever would work for your character, do it.
Okay.
Within the confines of the game rules. But yeah.
And max, of course, is 18 before bonuses.
Before bonuses.
Yes.
I'm so glad this is all in pencil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Okay. And once you're done divvying up your points, you can go ahead and do your derived statistics there. Although that will be auto-calculated for you on the PDF, so you can check your math.
You mean for you?
Not for anyone. You know, once they get their
So
own
you're doing
PDF.
And it observes the
they're gonna do
rounding
their own
roll.
PDF? Oh, you're sending them their own PDF.
Yeah.
I'm a lost that.
You round down, right?
it's-
Normal rounding. So if it's 0.5 or higher, it rounds up.
What's average app? What's your
Average app, I would say, is 12.
Go to house rules. I got an app section.
House
Yeah.
rules.
So 12 is like a nondescript looking sort of person.
Yeah, let me see. App, where,
Go to Wiki.
Wiki. I'm doing it. Oh my
You can
God.
do it. I believe in you. All the way to the bottom.
Oh my God. House rules.
And
app rules.
I bet
App
there's a little
rules.
table in there.
There's a table. Appearances ones. Exterior look, being visual and thus entirely outward and superficial. Appearance provokes deep responses in human beings, automatic and normally outside of our awareness. Never mind being within our control. Exceptions exist, but not among knights. One could read the abbreviation app as standing as for appeal as much as appearance. So 1 to 5 is ugly. See below. 6 to 9 is plain, unattractive, flawed. 10 to 12, handsome, pretty.
10 to 15.
Oh, I'm sorry, 10 to 15, handsome, pretty. 16 to 20, superlative. Beautiful or spectacular. Gorgeous, dazzling. So, superlative, ugly appearance. Ugliness carries a taint with it. Commoners lack honor and are thus less appealing to the noble eye. Ugliness has its advantages and disadvantages. In a crowd of equals, the ugliest person will not be addressed at all if possible. If something goes wrong, the ugliest person is always blamed first. Nobody looks at you. In a crowd, you are practically invisible, able to stand nearby to whisperers, or in a room perhaps entirely unseen as if you are one of the servants.
But go down a little
Ow.
further.
Oh.
Honor. All heroic characters are handsome, and all their ladies are beautiful. Being ugly is a terrible disadvantage, since people immediately judge a person on his superficial traits. Thus, at character generation, each point of app below 10 costs 1 honor. Now, honor is like
One of your passions.
is one of your passions. It's at 15 right now, but it's such an elemental part to how you are perceived in the world. It's like your credit rating in Cthulhu. So, like, the higher your honor is, the more people regard you and know about you.
Yeah.
And your reputation is on the line. So if you do something out of the like that's totally out of character or out of the period, that could be perceived as a loss in honor. Or if you do something really great, you know, it's going to boost, you get a chance to, boost your honor up, right? Am I glossing
You're
over
good.
it?
You're good.
Okay, so
Yeah. So if you have an honor under
so if you have
10,
an
you
honor
lose.
under
I mean,
10,
an app under 10.
below 10, it costs 1 of your points of honor, which you do not want to do, honestly. Losing app due to major wounds or aging does not diminish honor. However,
Being
scars,
bone ugly.
right?
Yes.
Scars from wounds are a note of courage and strength and counteract the loss. So, like, Herringdale had a scar, right?
It's like if you're wounded doing
You're like a
something really
big
heroic,
yeah.
it may affect your appearance, but not your appeal.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And you won't lose honor for that because it was doing
Yeah,
something.
this is only a character creation.
Yeah.
Because you
app
earn
of
glory
6
from it.
And an app of
Yeah.
16 or more is the same as a notable trait or passion. You get
Yeah.
you get
So
that
it's like they
amount of
know
glory.
you for being like, spectacular looking.
Well, and you get that as glory.
Right, it's part of your glory.
In your annual glory.
Well, it's notable and you get glory for it. Okay. So I'm curious what everyone's apps are.
13.
12.
12, okay.
13 also.
14.
14, good.
Nice, wow.
Nice.
Good looking crew.
Ladies.
Okay, so let's see. All y'all who have a 13 to 16 app have 2 distinctive features,
Oh, I love this part.
and
Yes.
the
It's so
12
fun.
is 1 distinctive feature.
Lovely.
It's
So
kind of
you can all
amazing.
roll d6s for
Yeah,
each
D6.
distinctive feature.
That sounds fancy.
1d6 for one feature, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
5.
5.
That would be a facial feature.
Okay.
So, like, good examples might be patrician nose, darkly tanned, black eyes, deep set eyes, high cheekbones, braided beard, long mustache.
I think last time I chose like he had a glorious beard or something.
You know. Okay.
Chiseled features.
Chisel features.
Yeah, well, you can
You can make up your own, yeah, absolutely.
That you think would be workable. Absolutely.
What do you got?
I have a 5 and a 4.
Okay, so that's
Facial
a facial feature
feature.
again, and then speech.
And
So there's
speech.
something like maybe
Excellent.
you have a musical
You have a
voice,
musical lilting voice, or
or
there might be a
perhaps a charming accent is another.
Yes, that's
example.
exactly what I had in mind.
Ah,
I'm sure you don't have like a nice, deep, Barry White voice.
very white voice.
yeah, you should write that in. Very white.
Very white.
Everyone would know what you mean.
I got a 4 and a 3.
Oh.
4 and a 3. All right, that's a speech again, and then facial expression. So that might be
Ooh.
bright-eyed, proud, nice smile, straight teeth, cheerful squint, piercing glance, etc.
I had piercing glance.
Piercing glance.
Those
Yeah.
are good. Those are good to have.
And you
Because
have
I
a
read
second
the
one?
part about that.
No, I have a 12.
Oh, you have a 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I haven't rolled my other one yet. I'm still deciding on my distinctive feature and my face.
Well, I don't want to take the accent because she got the accent. What's another speech idea?
Oh, speech, musical voice, lilting, like, what was it?
A bass voice.
A bass voice, or, what is it? Where do they have things?
Musical,
Musical,
loud.
sharp, nasal, shrill, squeaky, musical, loud, soft, strong, thick accent.
Loud?
Carrying,
Yeah, booming,
perhaps.
the booming voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It
Carrying
carries.
voice.
That plus the reckless. I'm
Oh, I'm picturing
Coming
like
together?
this little frat boy, like, I love it though, I love it.
seeing.
I'm trying to think of what I'm just gonna. Okay,
A lot
so
of
I might
players
roll
are
one
very
for the
shy,
other.
Okay.
I'm
so.
playing
Or 2.
Foos.
Who's pro?
Who's pro? Turn to Who's pro.
Oh, man.
Great.
All right, a 2 is body. So that might be fine-haired, tall, thin, broad-shouldered.
Body.
Yeah, no, right. Broad-shouldered, high-shouldered, very muscular, smooth skin.
I'm gonna go with broad-shouldered.
I think by fine-haired they mean you don't have coarse body.
I know, no, I
Yeah.
know. That's what I mean. I know what it means.
Oh,
I just
okay.
thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You don't want to be like one of those hairy Saxons.
Exactly.
No, exactly.
Hmm.
I think I had.
Blondes are hairier, technically.
They are. You just don't see the hairs.
More follicles.
Exactly.
All right, everyone ready?
Yes. Cool. Yep.
Okay.
So,
Alrighty, so skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Skills
All right, if you
are.
can go back on house rules,
really
please.
exciting. Oh. I was talking about rules being or skills.
Weapon defaults.
Weapon defaults. Hey, you said I'd
There
be
you go.
clicking on this, not me clicking for you.
Yeah, well. All right, so. All right, so I'm using a house rule where your weapon defaults are randomly determined.
Great.
So that because that normally it has it like sword and sword is like the best, you know. But maybe it isn't. Maybe your default is with the weapon is a little higher than sword, you know. So sword is going to default to 2d6 plus 3. You can go ahead and do that for yourselves.
You still need to look at this?
Yeah.
What you do?
so, yeah, it defaults to the base.
Nice. And then all your other weapon skills are going to default to 2d6.
Wait, what was the first one?
2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
She didn't like that texture tone. Edie, it's okay.
Eat your bone.
Wow. So everything else defaults to
apologies.
2d6.
Everything else is 2d6.
Okay, my lance starts out better than my sword.
See, there we go.
Yeah, and that'd be like in this. I think in this setting it would be like spear, right? Or spear and lance.
Oh, except that if you're Kimrick, you get spear expertise for lance and spear.
Oh, so
that first roll you made is actually going to be for your spear expertise.
Oh, lovely. And my boar spear, I imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be all spears.
Yeah, and honestly, at
Spears
this
all
point,
the time.
it's really about spears and not lances.
Wait, so for that first roll, it should that amount, the +3 should default to the
It's for
spear
sword.
expertise?
Nope, it's for
No,
sword.
oh, it is, okay.
And then your spear expertise is going to be 2d6. Your dagger is 2d6.
Okay, I see.
But Renae, you don't have spear expertise, so you're going to roll separately for lance and spear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
okay.
crazy buffs to my dagger.
Nice.
11 dagger.
Damn.
Nice.
Bit of a knife man.
Kind of a shanker.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Hey.
Sir Pace of Shanktown.
For who? Oh no, it's just those 3 that you got right.
Oh, but if there's 4 there. Renae has. Okay, cool.
Different culture, different situation.
I get it.
Mhm.
I'm aware.
It all worked out. Okay, so you got your weapon defaults figured. All your other defaults are filled in already for you based on your culture.
Yes.
So Renae, for Romans, see they get a special skill called spear expertise. That means both their lance and spear are going to be rated at the same level, so they don't have to advance both, right? Yours is down there under other, and it's called law, and it stands in for intrigue, folklore, and one
Orate?
other. I think it's orate or recognized.
I thought it was orate.
I think it's probably orate. Yeah.
Which means that all of those skills
Those 3 are going to all be
get to be
rated
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh,
law,
okay.
and it falls under the umbrella of law
Mm-hmm.
based on your Roman heritage.
Okay.
You're adept at those things.
Yep.
I'm a talker.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
exactly.
Definitely.
Okay,
What do you
so
say? No.
yeah, exactly. All right, so
Wow, we're just throwing out stereotypes left and right.
Well, yes. Saves time.
okay,
No! Oh my god!
okay.
Appalled.
So so the first thing you're going to do is choose any one knightly skill at which you excel and make it 15. Sword skill is popular and useful.
Yes, that can be useful. I would also say awareness is very useful. Courtesy, hunting, especially in this period of time. And I would say generally, I mean, obviously first aid because you're squires, but well, that was a given.
We could pick anyone?
Any skill?
anyone.
Yep.
anyone to
Any
make 15.
knightly skill, right? So that's any of the bolded ones?
Weapons, no, any
nope.
of them.
Any of them.
Anything that's a
Okay.
skill.
Yeah.
It's just saying you can't choose like
Chirurgery?
yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's for ladies.
Yeah. So it's not even on your sheet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun to say.
Chirurgery? Yeah, I
Chirurgery.
love saying it.
Chirurgery.
Chirurgery.
Hunting?
Yes.
Okay.
Haunting is not a skill.
Hunting.
Yes, you cannot haunt somebody.
Non-haunting.
Not yet, anyway.
It's not considered.
Okay.
I almost
So
want to
now.
choose Fairy Lore just because I'm teaching it this semester.
Oh, it's so tempting, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Soon.
Soon. Yeah, soon. All right, and in fact, you're now going to choose 3 non-combat skills other than first aid, and make each of them 10.
So 3
So
of the
you could make Fairy
non-combat-
Lore 10 if you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention horsemanship's kind of important.
Where is horsemanship?
Up
There.
there under
It's
combat.
It's already 10, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So 3.
I'm not making a character. Can't become part of the story.
Nope. You gotta stay in person.
I do.
3?
Yes.
Yep.
And you'll note you're all illiterate by default, except for the Roman. But
The Roman.
all you Kimrick types are have a 0 in read Latin. So if you want to be able to read, You'll want to put some points in that.
That's
He
what we
needs
have,
to read.
That's what we have Renae for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You there, Roman.
Roman, with your learned ways.
That's probably actually quite historically accurate. What does it say? I don't know. Get the Roman.
We can all just have a house Roman.
House Roman.
It says you're right.
It says I own your property. Guess what?
It's
Oh, dear.
strange. It's so specific.
My property?
I believe him because he's so good looking.
He must own my property.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a fantastic beard.
Yeah. Oh, Jade, so what did you pick for your app thing? I think I missed that somehow.
Broad-shouldered and ocean-like eyes.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Oh, goosebumps.
In every sense. In every sense does. In all the ways the ocean can be.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where my brain went.
Stormy. All right. So now you can heighten any 4 unique statistics chosen from among your statistics, your traits, passions, or skills. So we've opened it up.
Yeah.
And
The curtain call here.
yeah, so what you're going to do is add 5. If you choose a skill, you're going to add 5 to that default value.
Okay.
To a maximum of 15. Okay. If you choose a statistic, trait, or passion, you're going to add 1 to it.
And how many times can we do this?
You can do it 4 times.
Okay. So plus 5 to any one skill up to 15. What else?
Or plus 1 to a statistic, trait, or passion.
Okay.
To a maximum of 19, but I don't think any of you are in danger.
So do boar spears exist right now?
Yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
You like those boar spears.
Yep. Good.
Cool. Just making sure.
Uh-oh, I never even did that.
What?
I just did the year. I didn't do the, Oh, not that. I have enough room back here, by the way.
You got
It's
it?
pretty
Okay.
It's fairly expansive. Alright. I never put, like, my character's birth date. Surprised I didn't do that.
I'm surprised.
It's a little depressing.
That's depressing.
Is there a space for birthday?
Well, it said that, like, it says use this box in the back of your character sheet to record dates. So I guess we just put it, like, the year. We didn't
Yeah.
put, like, the month and the...
Yeah.
Oh, his
But-
actual birthday.
Yeah, then I was like, oh.
You could roll a d12, I guess. If you want
Yeah.
to know what month he was born in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet they don't know that. Well, no, they keep track of dates and stuff.
Might get on a d30.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Alright, sure.
You either keep track of
There's a-
months or just seasons. Like,
No,
he was born in the spring.
Yeah, but I think months. I think they'd have months. Right? Yeah? Who knows?
Well, yeah, they have
then
to,
right.
yeah, because the months are based on Roman.
Right. They have months.
Well, they had to
Oh,
play.
yes, they definitely had months. It's
March
just whether
15th,
anyone
which is
cares.
my
Oh,
sister's
yeah,
birthday,
exactly.
weirdly enough.
You know.
March.
Especially
Yeah.
illiterate.
So March 15th for Sir... What?
Sir Jade.
Sir Jade.
How did you roll for 15th?
Oh, I just rolled a d20 and then my d10.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
And then just added
I
those
do have a
together.
d30 here.
Oh, yeah. Can you roll that for me?
Sure.
Oh, d30.
seven.
I don't know, I kind
Seven.
of like this.
All right. February the 7th.
Oh.
For Sir Pace.
Interesting.
I'm curious, roll it for me.
25th.
5.
No, I'm already attached to the 15.
What did you do a month?
Also the month of Mars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mars month.
Alright.
What's the date?
Date would be the 29th.
Oh, the 29th, okay.
I'm used mine to Pisces, so it's fun.
Okay.
Jen, did you want to do that? No. Okay.
Your parents never told you what month you were born in.
That's the recklessness is already coming through.
Yeah, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, channeling.
There are more important things to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So, yeah, did everyone finish with their distributions there?
Yes.
Yep.
This is what I have.
Excellent.
You will tell me later.
Okay. So,
So yeah, Jen, you forgot the blow.
I'll get my PDF back all red.
Yeah.
No, no.
Were you even paying attention?
Where are these numbers coming from? Jesus. All right, so.
And with you?
35.
All right, so now you can add 10 more points to any of your skills, combat or non-combat. Again, with the 15 max being the only restriction.
Another how many?
10.
to
be divided up amongst any of your
Alright,
skills.
just
Any
10
skills.
points. Gotcha.
Wait, any of the skills or just other?
Any. Combat,
Any skills. Combat,
weapons.
weapons, other,
Yep.
and up to 15 points.
Yep.
Again, awareness is really a good trait. Or, I'm sorry, good
I
skill.
can't emphasize that enough.
I think I am emphasizing it a fair amount.
Yes.
I imagine we should be pretty, aware of that since, Call of Cthulhu, Spot Hidden,
You'd be surprised.
Wits plus Composure, World of Darkness, Perception rules, just about every other game in the world.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've never actually put this many points into awareness until now.
It's important. You should be on it as a squire. You gotta be.
All right, so.
Thank you.
Yep, and all other skills are equal to your defaults, so there you go. Okay, so at this point, you can choose whether you want to age your character a little bit. You default to 21. Each additional year of age provides your character with the opportunity to add to skills, traits, or statistics.
Okay.
But how much?
Basically, you get to choose 2 of the following benefits. Distribute 1d6 points amongst the character's skills, add 1 point to any trait, and add 1 point to strength, dex, con, or app. So you can choose out of those 3, 2 of those.
Alright.
What time of year are we starting?
It's going to be spring.
Spring.
Because I was like, maybe he just turned 22.
Sure?
Yeah.
That would work.
Is there any downside to making them older, really, other than?
You're just 1 year closer to
When
the
you're
grave.
closer to dying.
Oh.
I'll make them 1 year
Yeah, I
older.
mean, in terms of getting closer
Okay,
to
so if I make him
35.
22, it's
Basically,
gonna...
1 year closer to the aging rule.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is what actually is what it's all about.
Right. You want to build up until 35 as much as possible. Honestly.
And so, okay, so if I make him 1 year older, what do I add then?
You choose 2 of the following benefits. You may not choose the same benefit twice.
Okay.
Distribute 1d6 points among the character's skills, max 15. Add 1 point to any trait, to maximum 19, or passion, maximum 20, or add 1 point to strength, dex, con, or app.
What was the first one? I mean, it was 1d6 points to any skill?
Among your character's
Or
skills,
just
you could put it all in one. You could
Divide it.
sprinkle it around.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for traits, I could go up to 19, you said?
hmm
Oh, okay.
But that's just 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those change a lot, even because if you get checks in those,
Yeah,
they're going to be
they
changing.
fluctuate.
They fluctuate a lot. So investing in those, unless you have a really main reason to do so, it'll really get to the point. Personally. Yes.
All right. So next, you're going to determine your starting glory. This is the glory you've inherited from your father, and some small amounts that you've accrued over your short career. So you're going to roll 6d6 and add that to 150.
So it's the year 45 right now?
Mm-hmm.
21 years ago was 464.
Mm-hmm.
Is it added to 150?
Yep.
And that's our starting glory.
What? Tell me. 1.5.
All right. So next up, you're going to determine your coat of arms, or really rather your father's coat of arms. This is the coat of arms that you will inherit. So there's a little handout there in your packet. Heraldry doesn't really exist at this point. It's mostly just a personal thing. You know, it's like, oh, this is how you recognize me on the field. So coats of arms tend to be fairly simple. You know, just
for example,
simple lines intertwining.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, here.
Something like that. Or for example, you know, maybe just a single symbol. You know.
Very low key.
Mm-hmm.
Basic.
Very
Got mine
basic.
already.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Are we still rolling for that one special thing
Which is
that we get from the family?
Oh well, yeah. We'll
Yeah,
get there.
uh-huh,
We'll get
uh-huh.
there. Yes.
Still excited.
yeah. So feel free to go back and change it if something
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
I may wait until
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I think I will as well, because that last time made it very interesting. That's how I ended up with the golden goose.
That's right.
The night of the golden goose.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Sir Rune, what a babe.
So
Horses.
you get your horses, I think. Is it? Yep, it's already filled in for you.
Yep.
Very nice.
You get like what a
Thank you.
Charger and 2 Roundseys
Oh.
and 2 Sumpters.
Yes, indeed.
We get a lot of horses.
Nice.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
A lot of horses.
Mm-hmm.
As a squire, you get those horses.
Well, I guess we are inheriting a
owed to you,
manor.
You know. Yeah, you're inheriting a manor.
All right.
so-
All right.
They're our daddy's horses, but we'll
Exactly. He lets you drive them on the weekends. All right, so
He lets us back them out of the garage.
but he knows the odometer, so don't take it out.
Oh, that's a daddy.
All right, so now you're gonna make your d20 rolls for your luck. So everyone roll a d20, please. Let's
20.
find out.
This one is luck.
Oh, 6.
Ah, I beat you 3. I got a 20.
A 20.
Whoa.
A 2.
Oh.
Okay. So and Renae, you got a
3.
A 3.
Roman luck.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
the
Jen got a
2.
6.
Yes.
Oh.
The 2 is you start with extra money. Okay, so you start with 3d6 plus 15 libra in old Roman coin.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
It's a nice.
So it's nice to roll low occasionally.
Every once in a great while.
Yeah.
Except when I'm making this roll.
Okay.
Good big money.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
That's
15.
that's 15, so I get 30 libra to start out with.
Wow.
Okay, and
20.
You get a destrier.
Was that a harumph?
You get a destrier, which technically
Those
don't
doesn't
exist.
Yeah.
So this is like a free course basically.
Yeah.
I have a
it's
giant
huge.
free course.
You do, and nobody really knows what to make of it.
Yeah.
Like why?
You have like the biggest horse in the county, and everybody knows about it.
Well, you're.
Do I get to change his stats then?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
And on the PDF there's actually a drop down, so you can just select destrier and it'll populate.
and you'll
stats.
love it.
Isn't that nice?
I love you, PDF.
I know, right?
That's so
Well,
sweet.
I was talking about the destrier, not the PDF.
Wow.
PDFs are
Okay,
good
and
too, I
then
guess.
for Renae, you got a similar thing. You have a nice little stash of Roman coin.
Ooh.
6d6.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what does that say?
6d6 in old Roman
Oh,
coin.
nice.
And Jen,
Jen.
you got a wonderful cat.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Describe
like
the wonderful
my
cat.
golden goose.
The wonderful cat always gets its rat. You get. What's that?
It does.
You get an extra. You get an extra 1 libra of income per year
Okay.
at the manor where it lives. Every winter you have to roll d20. On a 1 to 3, the cat dies. On a 4 to 6, it has a wonderful kitten that will grow up to be like his mother.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
also the mother of all bitches.
Mother of all bitches is on there
Which
too.
I
Yeah,
love.
but yeah.
Does that one also always get its rat?
No,
it helps-
it's the dog does
Hunting? Is it
I
hunting?
think. Where is it? Oh, that's.
Maybe it's a different culture. It's in there somewhere. Oh well. Anyway.
Damn, mother of all bitches. I can't believe that wasn't on the list.
All right. So.
Really awful.
Yeah, wonderful cat.
Very good. Okay, and so now your family characteristic. Everyone roll a d20. Find out what you're genetically
17.
predisposed towards.
Oh yes.
Okay.
This is great.
9.
A 9. Okay. So 17 is good with words.
Oh.
There should be a space on the back of your sheet
That's great,
to put in
actually.
family characteristic.
Lovely.
Oh yeah.
down at the bottom.
Bottom right.
Good with words.
Go for it. That gives you a plus 15 to your compose.
Woo!
Sweet.
Oh.
Okay. A 9 is light-footed. Plus 10 to dancing.
Oh.
Sweet.
14.
14.
Me.
Oh gosh.
Like an otter. Plus 10 to swimming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's important.
3?
And you don't even live near a river.
Hey.
Excellent voice.
Oh.
I
Plus,
already have a good voice.
there you go.
And even better.
Plus 10 to singing.
So you have the best voice.
All right.
Yeah.
Plus 10 to the singing.
A voice like melted caramel.
So you sing and I'll dance.
There you go.
We're the all singing, all dancing Knights of the Round.
So far it sounds like we're not so much.
Knights as a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like some kind of weird prog rock
And
band.
he's our token Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, token.
Well, you're the lead
I can
singer or
swim.
something. Or,
Yeah.
Personality.
Robert Boulay.
Robert Boulay.
All right, so.
Come on, outside.
She doesn't want to.
Go take care of your business.
Yay, Edie.
Go for
Go
it.
pee like a champ.
More than she does.
She's like, no.
I know it will.
I don't know, when I was a little kid, I would just pee myself. I didn't care.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
I
You're
am
like,
so
fuck this.
busy for
I'm
this
having
shit.
too much fun.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep letting it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I went until I was like,
I thought you were gonna say 20.
Yeah.
All right, so.
It's been a while since I peed myself.
Good to hear.
that's good.
All right.
Yeah, progress.
I mean, no judgment here,
As
but
I
that
progress
is good.
in
Yeah, as you sit in our home on a not fantasy.
It's been a while. Well, we've got some odor eater for when Edie pees, so if anyone does pee themselves,
Just so you won't
Nature's miracle.
Yeah, so you won't remark your area.
Don't make me laugh too hard. No problem.
So just sit in a different chair each time.
No, just cover it with newspaper.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so, all right, so, yes, here we get to your family part. So,
Oh, okay.
let's see. Yeah, this is the part, Jen, where you determine who your backups are, basically.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So on the back of your sheet under Army there, it says Old Knights, Middle-Aged Knights, Young Knights, Other Lineage Men, and Levy. Those are your family that you can call on. So everyone for your family, for Old Knights, you're going to roll 1d6 minus 5. That means you're going to basically have 0 or 1 Old Knights in your family.
0.
0.
Wow.
Okay?
It was a different time.
Yes. Yes. Middle-aged Knights is 1d6 minus 2, so 0 to 4, basically.
Oh, 4.
Wow.
1.
Your family, like, live fast, die hard, man.
Yeah. Noted for your recklessness. Young Knights, 1d6.
5.
Only
2.
3, and yet there are 4 middle-aged knights.
Interesting.
They're off knighting and not having kids.
Right. Well, they're having bastards somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
Okay. Other lineage men. That is people in your family who are not themselves knights, but can still be useful in a fight. So they'll turn up with their garden implements.
Yeah,
They're reed whackers and rakes and whatnot, and help you fight. So 2d6 plus 5.
Random staffs, shovels.
Oh.
Other lineage of
Only 7.
14.
Wow.
Whoa.
I don't have very many knights, but I got a lot of family.
All right. And this one you might have to pull some of your dice. It's Levy. This is these are basically the peasants who are working at your future manor, who you can
Absolutely.
call up and just have them there to absorb arrows and whatnot. So
Fodder.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is your fodder. So it's 5d20.
5d20. Oh, cool.
See that one coming.
Oh, man. I only need one more.
Oh my god.
Wow! Holy cow!
Alright, so that's...
Holy.
Wow, I rolled really low.
Oh shit! You don't have a lot of peasants at your manor.
Who's working
I
at that?
almost had more bastards than peasants, guys.
I only have 49.
68.
Oh.
Crazy. A lot of.
There it is. Okay. So sounds very funny.
52.
Yay!
34.
Wow. Okay.
So your peasants aren't having kids.
My peasants are not having kids for some reason. I gotta resolve that issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the ladies got stolen by the Saxons.
Alright.
It's just sheep left.
You
Yeah,
Saxons.
see, it begins. It begins.
Okay, so I was actually mistaken with that starting glory because we're going to do the Salisbury family history,
Oh.
and that's going to determine your starting glory.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So we get to erase that number
Yes.
and it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, so you're going to want to keep a running total
Okay. You want a
because
post-it note or something?
we're
Yes.
taking this
Oh, post-it notes.
post-it notes.
Thank you very much.
We all laughed at your
Yeah.
post-it notes.
We're not laughing now.
It's more like
I'm going to try and recycle as much as I can.
Oh, okay.
use every last
Post-it.
corner of that post-it note.
Oh.
It'll be used.
Obsessive.
All right, so we're taking this all the way back to the year 439.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
What are you, Bobby Box?
Oh yeah. So
Bobby Box.
all right, taking it all the way back.
I used to have to listen to that man every single day, all day, for a year.
I'm so sorry. That's where Rich came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Because I was at the cafe from 8 to 4 every single day with that Ren radio station, and we couldn't change it.
No! Bobby Box.
We could only turn it down.
Oh,
New
shit.
Mexico treasure.
All right, so this is gonna do a couple things. This is gonna kind of give you all an idea of the recent history of the area through living it.
Yes.
And it's also going to give you an idea of how your family interacted with that. Now, Renae and I have been discussing her character concept, and her character is actually from Silchester, which is a neighboring county, because that's kind of more of a Roman county.
Alright.
But for these purposes, Salisbury family history, close enough, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It is the neighboring county, after all.
All right.
So,
Well, you'd think that, but
right.
just like northern New Mexico,
Well,
there's many
Or northern
variances in the counties.
okay, so.
Southern California.
Your great-grandfather died sometime shortly before your grandfather was knighted. At the time of his death, his glory was as follows: 1,000 for being knighted, plus 1d20 times 100 for the work of his life.
1d20 times 100
Mm-hmm.
plus 1,000.
Is that for everybody?
That's for everybody.
Alright.
This is all starting.
This is your great-grandfather's glory.
Lazy bastard.
Nice.
Whoa!
1,700.
Oh.
Likewise.
It's not
Yeah,
wrong.
me too.
Whoa.
Oh wait, no, 1,700 total.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm 2,700.
Lazy bastard.
Okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
I really
now...
meant that when I said lazy bastard.
Yeah, I
I really
know.
meant that. So now what you're going to do is take a tenth of that, so knock a zero off, and that's your grandfather's starting glory.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm just thinking about Jade's number, sorry.
Yeah.
170.
What? Big 170.
That's a big 170. All right, so...
It's okay. Fortunes can be reversed in subsequent.
Absolutely they can.
Mhm. Okay, so, and then, it doesn't say it here, but, I mean, obviously he'd get 1,000 for being knighted, so add
Yeah,
1,000
that's
to that.
Okay.
Okay,
So back again to what we were
Yeah,
just
before.
one
So
moment
you-
ago.
I guess so.
Yeah,
All right.
no so. I know so.
Well, no. It would just.
It would be,
Because mine was 1,700 originally. It's
Oh,
170, and so
so
now it's
it's
1,100.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright.
It's 1,270.
Math is awesome. All right, so...
I don't think so.
But knowledge is power.
Alright, no. There's already too much math. Keep going.
Okay, so the year 439. This is a typical year for its era. The Saxons raid heavily but are driven off by the noble knights of Britain. Of special note is the fact that an heir is born into your family sometime during this year. Your father, eldest son of your grandfather.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
It's a baby.
Yes. So everyone roll 1d20 to find out what happened to your family that year.
15.
Okay.
9.
9,
15.
Ooh, 4.
4,
6.
6. All right. So for Renae and Jen, nothing significant occurred for your family that year.
I'm sorry, what year is it right now?
This is the year 439.
439.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for Jade and Dave, your grandfather fought at the Battle of Carleon. So roll again.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell Carleon?
Carlion.
Oh, right. Just so I thought it would be.
18.
20.
Whoa! Yowza.
Okay, so both your grandfathers survived. Now roll to see if they gained a passion.
Another D20.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
12.
12 and
4.
4. No passion gained. Now roll 2d20 and multiply the two numbers to find out how much glory you got.
15.
Wait, multiply.
I rolled a 15 and a 1.
I don't even know how you get 15 glory in a battle.
How would you do
That's
that?
like you get knocked out. That's like you oversleep.
Yeah.
And,
112.
Yeah.
what'd you get?
112.
112. Okay.
Yeah. You killed the king.
Yeah.
Okay, how many people did you kill? All right, so
Lots of peasants.
But he fought on our side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, you saw me slaying peasants.
All right, so for the year 440, during this year, King Constantine was murdered by one of his own guards.
Oh.
Dear, oh dear. Everyone roll d20.
Wait, so what we rolled for the battle gets to be added to.
You're
Okay.
keeping a running tally.
Just making sure. 19.
Okay. Ooh.
Whoa.
Your grandfather was present at Constantine's murder, but unable to protect the king.
Oh!
Roll for a passion.
Okay.
18.
Served garrison duty and survived Pictish raiding. Gained 10 glory.
Nice.
Wow.
12. Same. Garrison duty, survived Pictish raiding.
13.
10 glory. 13? Mm-hmm. You gain a directed trait. Suspicious Silchester Knights. 1d6 plus 6.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Well, this is the grandfather.
Oh, okay.
I always said those damn
And he said
Silchester
it
men
was
can't be
what?
trusted. 1d6 plus 6.
Oh, okay. That's a 9.
Okay.
So I'm adding all these points to my grandfather's glory then.
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically the number that you're going to be. It's the ultimate number that you'll be
Mm-hmm.
from, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So.
Wait,
Oh, and?
Yes.
1.
right.
Oh no! Roll another d20.
Oh. 5.
Your grandfather was killed this year in battle in a neighboring land.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so.
But your grandfather's suspicious of Silchester Knights, so
He is.
Mm-hmm.
we have Silchester Knight in our presence.
Grandpa's dead, though. There are no old knights.
I know. It's true.
Grandpa just
I'm not
rattling off.
suspicious of Silchester. Am I a Silchester? I can't be a Silchester.
You can't. You are. No. I mean, Renae's Silchester.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm suspicious of you.
Yeah. Everyone in Salisbury is suspicious of Silchester Knights.
Mhm.
Alright, okay.
Are we?
Generally, yes, you are.
Oh, mine just says.
Oh yeah. There it
Directed
is.
trade.
No, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So what you would do is
yes.
you're going to roll your own, and then if it's lower than what your grandfather's was, you'll take your grandfather's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll mine right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely lower.
Okay.
So mine is 9.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
Yeah.
How interesting. All right.
What?
Well. So for Renae, her grandfather was killed.
What about her dad?
So her dad, though, is not
Old enough.
is not old
Yeah.
enough. So when he comes in, here we go, in the year 460. So Renae, you're gonna have to sit out until we get to 460.
For 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Renae.
Yeah. That's
So yeah, you're
can't be. Can
you're,
we do like an uncle
nope,
or a
your
great uncle?
your grandfather was killed when your father was 1 year old.
Oh,
that
wow.
happens.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens a lot.
So that's
actually.
just that's
really
how the cookie
common.
crumbles.
Yeah.
All right. So but some of these are multiple years, like this one, years 441 to 442.
Here, hold on.
At-
20 years.
At the urging of Duke Vortigern of the Gewesi, the High Council chooses Constans, the young son of Constantine, as king. Constans is a young, bookish type, however, so he relies on his uncle, Duke Vortigern, for
Wrong.
advice.
That was a big mistake.
All right, so d20 rolls.
So this is 441 through 42?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. Served garrison duty, survived raiding, gained 20 glory.
Alright.
8.
Same.
4.
said 20
Served garrison duty, killed by raiders.
Well, I'm with you, I'm with you, Renae. We're sitting out.
Oh,
So 20 glory, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
End history.
And history. All right. Year 443. Young King Constans is murdered by his Pictish bodyguards. It seems to be a recurring theme. After much debate, Duke Vortigern is selected to be the next king of the Britons.
Oh, really?
The younger,
big shock.
the younger brothers of King Constans. How did that happen?
No.
The younger brothers of King Constans are taken away to Brittany in secret.
Okay.
Also this year, a prelate from the Pope, the saintly Germanus, comes to Britain to condemn and combat British Christianity. Your grandfather either resists or supports this, depending upon the family's choice of religion.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so D20 roll.
8.
Oh yeah, we're out.
Yep. This is where I take up my phone.
8 and 18?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Jade served garrison duty and killed by raiders, gained 20 glory.
And history.
And
Our
history.
family is dwindling.
So grandfather.
Jen served garrison duty, survived raiding, gained 20 glory.
Nice. Party stock.
Okay. So you're the last one.
All right.
Yeah.
What happens
on.
next?
D20 roll. 444 to 445. The Picts stage a massive invasion, with their armies occupying much of the north, and bands of raiders penetrating all the way into Logris. Rather than risk a great loss, King Vortigern orders his armies to dig in and garrison their homes and holdings.
All right, here we
Go
go.
for it.
6.
Served garrison duty and survived, defended well, gained 10 glory.
Nice.
Nice.
Good work.
Okay.
Year 446. King Vortigern realizes that he needs assistance against the furious Picts, and in good Roman fashion hires new barbarians to fight the old barbarians.
Right.
The Saxon kings Hengest and Horsa come from the continent with their bands of warriors to join Vortigern's army. Thus reinforced, the Briton army marches north against the Picts. Battle is met near the city of Lincoln, and it is a great victory for the British.
All right.
So
9.
Fought at the Battle of Lincoln. Roll again.
16.
Survived.
damn.
Roll for passion.
Well, hold on. Roll a d6.
Alrighty. 3.
So you got 180 glory from that.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then, yeah, it says roll.
For
But there's
passion,
no
which would be,
subtable.
would it be about?
Or roll on passion for 443. Okay, roll again.
Which D6? would be?
D20, please.
19.
Okay, so
Whoa.
gain a hate Picts passion
Okay.
of d6 plus 6.
You have to be a fool to trust a Pict.
All right.
Of d6 plus 6.
Yeah. Oh, I have to do it all
Yeah.
right now. All right. 7.
Okay. So, a mild hatred. Okay, let's see here. Okay, years 447 to 449. During this time, King Vortigern spares his own army, using the Saxons to drive the Picts out of the north. More Saxons come to Britain, including many families, and Hengest's daughter Rowena becomes a favorite at Vortigern's court. News from the continent is persistent in saying that new foes, the Huns, are defeating the German tribes right and left. These savages are thought to be half demon, half horse. D20 roll, please.
20.
Look after a Jack Russell Terrier named Rowena.
Nothing significant happened.
Okay.
Although it says, decide if your family complains about all these foreigners. If they do, they become known as dissidents.
No. What? No.
Year 450. Vortigern, impressed with the battle prowess of the Saxons and even more with the talents of Rowena, the daughter of Saxon chief Hengist, marries her this year in a lavish celebration.
Nice.
Hengist receives the Cantiasi Civitas as her bride price and renames it Kent.
Ah!
Many voice concern that King Vortigern is favoring these newcomers more than local loyal native Britons. D20 roll.
You get more juice.
13.
Attended the wedding of Vortigern and Rowena, gained 25 glory.
Wow. Oh wow, that would have been amazing. Okay.
Right.
Year 451. News from the continent indicates that the Huns, led by their king Attila, reached the walls of Rome itself but were unable to storm or besiege it. Some say the Huns were stopped because they lacked siege engines, others that they failed because of the Pope's piety. After failing to smash or bluff Rome into submission, the Hun army turns to Gaul for pillage and plunder, scouring the land of its wealth, slaughtering as it goes. The commander in Gaul, Aetius, calls for help from all who will send it, and Vortigern sends a small contingent. The allied army meets the Huns at Chalons, where the Huns are defeated and driven from Europe. Cerdic is born to Vortigern and Rowena. If your grandfather complained to Vortigern, which he didn't, if not, roll on 451A. Okay, so D20 roll, please.
16.
Served garrison duty and survived, saw little or no combat.
Alright.
Alright. So, 452 to 454. Northern Irish under Fergus begin colonizing Dalriada. Vortigern sends raids into Irish lands. D20 roll.
2.
Nothing significant occurred.
Okay.
Okay.
455 to 456. News arrives that Rome, the center of the civilized world, has been sacked. The tribe of Germans called the Vandals has done the impossible and brought Rome low. The Western Empire is finished. Vortigern moves Cornovii warriors to Domnonia and Votadini to Cambria, where they expel the Irish. Vortigern is persuaded to settle Saxons under Hengist's sons Octa and Yosa in former Parisi lands, founding Nohout and Deira. Shiploads of continental Saxons flock to these new theodes. D20 roll.
15.
Nothing significant occurred.
All right.
457.
We're getting there.
The Eastern Britons rebel, protesting the policies of King Vortigern. The king summons his army, including the Saxons, and marches against them. A great battle ensues at Kent, in which the rebels are crushed. Vortigern gives the great lands of the Kentite tribe to his loyal Saxons. Many Britons pack up and depart the land, moving to Brittany to escape the rule of Vortigern. D20 roll.
20.
Fought under Vortigern at the Battle of Kent.
Wow.
Roll again.
Jeez.
9.
Survived. Roll a d6.
5.
300 glory.
Whoa! Your grandpa's like
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yep. Okay.
Such a
Years
great legacy.
years 458 to 459. Many dissident Britons depart from the island, moving with their families and possessions to Brittany. Your grandfather, loyal to the Count of Salisbury, remains. Okay, d20 roll.
18. No. Yes, 18.
Served garrison duty, saw little or no combat.
All right.
Alright, now 460.
This year begins your father's personal history as a knight.
Okay,
Okay? So,
everybody.
he starts with 1,000 glory plus 1/10 of the running total you got from your grandfather's glory.
And what year is this again?
460.
Okay, so 1,000 plus.
1/10.
Okay.
All right, so d20 rolls.
19.
Okay.
3.
Okay. 3 and
18.
okay. All of you, father and also surviving grandfather, served garrison duty, saw little or no combat. So that was 460 to 461. 462. The rule of King Vortigern has proved unwise and very oppressive, often favoring his Saxon mercenaries and in-laws over his lawful subjects. Many nobles have talked of rebellion, and when Vortigern's eldest son, by his first marriage, agrees to lead the nobles, general rebellion breaks loose. The Count of Salisbury is among the rebels to fight in the Battle of Cambridge. So, d20 rolls.
7.
16, 7,
13.
13, and
15.
15. Okay, so all of your, let's see here. Okay, so those of you with fathers, the father served garrison duty. Your grandfather fought against Vortigern at the Battle of Cambridge, though.
Against Vortigern? He fought with Vortigern.
I know, he's turned against him.
Woo!
Turned him. He's like, this guy's
An idiot.
not my kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right, so roll a d20 to find out what happened. Oh,
9.
just for
Just the grandpa.
grandpappy. 10. Grandfather survived. Roll a d6.
Whoa!
Wow.
6.
Okay, so grandpa got 190 glory.
Sweet.
Man.
Oh my god.
Okay. Year 463. Ostensibly to bring peace to all sides, Vortigern and Hengist call a council of all combatants to meet at Stonehenge for a feast of peace. Seeking reconciliation, almost all British knights attend. The Saxons prove their worth through great treachery, though, and the majority of the nobles of Britain are slain in the Night of Long Knives.
Oh, yeah.
In the subsequent confusion, a large part of their armies are dispersed or slain. The Earl of Salisbury is among the dead. All right, Jen, roll a d20 to find out what happened to Grandpa.
20.
He died.
All right.
Oh.
Finally. It's a tough.
So he was murdered. He was murdered at the Night of Long Knives.
All right.
Everyone else, your father's
Granddale's
fine.
grandfather did too.
Yeah. Okay, so in the year 464, Your father marries to procure an heir rather than for love. He is fortunate in that his own father was favored by the Earl of Salisbury, and that there are many heiresses now in the wake of the Knight of Long Knives
I bet there are.
needing protection. He marries a widow with a manor of her own, who, thanks to her former husband, also has a modicum of glory before she remarries, which thus accrues to your father. So this would actually be where all your manners came from.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Your mom's.
So,
mothers.
yeah, yeah. So roll a d20.
Crit 20. Which is
Oh,
probably
me too.
fumble in
An
this.
8.
5.
And a
20.
20.
5.
5. Those of you with 20 get 350 glory.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
5 is 50, and a 2,
8.
an 8 is 100.
All right.
Okay, and those of you who are 22, that's the year you were born as well.
That's right.
If any of you are 21, you were born this following year, 465. Vortigern, with his Saxons, marches back and forth across Britain, extracting tribute and plunder. Many more Britons flee the land. Your father, a young knight, remains in his lands, tends to his manor, and waits with his lord. Vortigern escapes from the Saxons and takes refuge in Gomerith, attempting to build a fortress. The youthful Merlin makes his appearance and begins his career here. Years 466 to 67. Aurelius Ambrosius, son of the former King Constantine and brother of Constans, lands in Hampshire with an army from Brittany. He carries a great banner with a red dragon upon it. All across the land, discontented nobles muster their armies and join him.
Fine.
No, discontented.
Yeah.
Vortigern,
Not apathetic.
yeah. More like, fuck this.
Oh.
Alright, Vortigern seeks to escape,
true.
but his Saxon allies go back home to Kent, and many other allies desert him. After besieging a portion of Vortigern's army at Carleon, Aurelius Ambrosius marches through the entire island, accepting the submission of those loyal to Vortigern. Okay, D20 to see what happened to Paps.
10.
10.
Okay.
5.
Oh, 10.
Okay, Jen, your dad served garrison duty. Everyone else fought at the siege of Carleon. Roll again.
Two.
19.
4.
Later, Dad.
4 and 19 both survived. 2 died in battle.
Later, Dad.
So your dad died when you were just a little tadpole.
It's become a family thing, apparently.
Apparently. So that's gonna be, you're gonna take 1/100th of dad's glory, and that's gonna be your starting glory.
I could have started with
And so did my
176.
dad get any glory from that, or?
Yes. So roll a d6.
2.
30.
Dad's
3.
an underachiever.
And
It's like
that's
grandpa.
going to be 45. Okay, 468. Aurelius Ambrosius and his army pursue Vortigern and besiege him in his new castle on Mount Snowdon. A battle ensues at Snowdon. A battle ensues in which Vortigern is killed and his army scattered. Aurelius Ambrosius summons the High Council and they elect him High King. He takes the title of Pendragon, High Dragon, or Head Dragon, derived from his great battle banner. Okay, D20 roll.
20.
17.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay, so Renae, your dad died.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is 468?
It's before 68, and go ahead and roll D20 to find out how.
Okay.
Interesting.
5.
Battle in a neighboring land.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was like trampled by horse.
Yeah,
exactly.
there are some.
There are other options, but
Yeah.
yes. Okay, and then the two of you fought at the Battle of Snowdon. Roll again.
3.
Okay. Roll a
on.
D3.
Oh, alright.
11.
A D3 from you as well.
3.
Okay.
So I rolled a 5 on a d6.
So that would be a 3.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So both of your dads got 90 glory from that.
Okay.
Okay, years 469 to 472. Many Saxons come over from the continent and settle in Kent under their king Hengist. High King Aurelius Ambrosius maintains an unsteady peace with the Saxons, Irish, and Picts despite their raiding. His younger brother Uther makes a name for himself as a great warrior, encountering these raids and leading Pict warriors on raids into enemy territory. So D20 rolls, please.
18.
13.
Okay, Jade, your dad got 200 glory in the fighting, and Jen, your dad got 100.
And this was any particular battle, or?
Just basically riding with Uther, defending from raids. 473. The Saxons, confident in victory, march into the Thames Valley. King Aurelius Ambrosius raises an army to resist, but loses the battle in a major Saxon victory.
Oh.
D20 rolls.
7.
16.
Alright, Jade, your dad served garrison duty, little or no combat. Jen, your dad fought at the Battle of Windsor. Roll a D20.
12.
Survived. Okay, roll a D6.
5.
Okay, so 75 glory. And then go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 6.
13.
What is your current hate Saxon's passion?
2d6 plus 6, which was 14.
14. Alright, so
okay. Still,
it's going to stay
that
at
makes
14.
sense.
Okay.
Alright,
Wow.
so years 474 to 476. The Saxons of Kent roam and pillage the land. Only fortified places are safe, and the peasants suffer terribly. So, d20 rolls.
9.
2.
Okay, Jen, your dad died on garrison duty, but gained 25 glory, fighting well.
Okay.
Jade, your dad served garrison duty and survived, gained 25 glory. 477. Another Saxon king, Eal, lands in southern Britain with a large army and takes over the area. Many of the peasants flee, but others are captured and enslaved. Eal renames the land South Saxony, or Sussex. Aurelius Ambrosius marches with his army to oppose the foe, who is reinforced at the last moment by the Saxons from Kent. Ambrosius is lucky to escape with his army. The Saxons remain. No table for that year. Years 478 to 79. For years, Aurelius Ambrosius has been building a fleet of ships in the ports of his western lands. In this year, he musters his army and sets sail, sweeping around the southern coast where he destroys the fleets of the Saxons in Britain. Then he sails to the continent, destroying all the hostile shipping as he goes. The British army lands in Frisia, doing great damage to the Saxons there and winning a battle against the barbarians. The Saxons in Britain begin vicious raiding in retaliation. So, d20 roll.
Is this Jade now?
15.
Sailed with the High King's fleet.
Wow.
Yeah. Gain 25 glory and roll d20.
Hold on. I forgot to add last time. 25. Okay. 2.
Okay, so he fought on the continent in Frisia and died in battle. So, roll a d6.
4.
Okay, so that's 60 glory.
Okay.
Alright, so everyone's dads are dead. So we'll just go over the remainder of the history here. An army of Saxons in 480, an army of Saxons sails up the Port River into Salisbury. While planning for the battle, Aurelius Ambrosius is poisoned by a false doctor. Despite his illness, Ambrosius marches with Uther against the enemy, whom they meet at Menevia. Ambrosius confronts the foe while Uther takes his army around to the Saxons' rear and cuts them off from their ships, attacking them with great vigor. It is great victory for the British, but Ambrosius is killed in the fighting. Okay, and Aurelius Ambrosius is interred with great ceremony and sorrow at Stonehenge. Afterward, the High Council meets and unanimously elects Uther to be the new Pendragon. 481 to 483, the Saxons are relatively quiet during this time, with small bands raiding here and there, but no armies marching. It is reported that many of their women and children have now settled in their lands. 485, another wave of Saxons arrives by boat and settles in the land of Deira. Aided by the Saxons in Britain and some rebellious northern Britons, they attack in the land of Malahout. Their army defeats the northern defenders, then lays siege to the city of Eburacum. King Uther raises his army and hastens northward to join battle. However, King Uther, anxious to relieve the sorry inhabitants of Eburacum, is drawn into a trap and fights a desperate battle from which he barely escapes with great loss. King Uther refuses to give up. With the battered remnants of his army, he sneaks north under cover of darkness and falls upon the celebrating Saxons, who are drunk on both victory and ale. The Saxons are slaughtered, and Uther claims a great victory. So, yeah. That leaves us off at our current campaign year. So, everyone take your father's glory total. Take 1/100th of it. That's your starting glory.
That's definitely a downgrade.
Likewise.
Damn. But you have a history to show for it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, great. And that's character creation right there. So, you probably don't have names for your characters yet.
I do.
Oh, great.
Oh,
I do.
Likewise.
You all do?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, you don't.
Don't?
Okay.
Oh.
what's your name?
Wolfram.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Wolfram.
Wolfram.
That's a great name.
Sounds Saxony to me.
Well,
It might be, actually. Should I change it?
I don't think it matters, honestly, because I think, like, looking at that history, it's like a lot of the, I mean, there's so many.
I could change it.
There's so
I don't
much
care.
mixing up and stuff.
How about Rufon?
No.
No. All right.
It's like move on.
No, I think that,
There's some
like,
Celtic names for you there.
I think, I don't know, I just think things have, I mean, just based on the history, things are so interwoven.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
And the
no.
Saxons
I mean,
have been
there's
established for some time, so.
there's French names in here too, so it's not like. If Wolfram sounds good to you, if that's speaking to you.
I picked it from a list, but you know, it's not relevant.
What list were you looking at?
I don't know, it was just something online.
Huh? Works for me.
It works. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So. Not very. I think we can fit it in. Yep. Or at least get started.
Did you pick a name? What's your name?
Virgil. How Roman is that?
No, perfect. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be
No. Alright, you got it?
Virgil.
Yes.
Excellent. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, hey.
Just the tissues. Just the tissues.
Dog is awake
everyone.
now.
Yeah.
Bark, bark.
All right.
Where is she?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have to clean something.
Oh, did she take her bone in there?
Her bones.
All right.
Thankfully, it's not mine this time. It's yours.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so.
Usually, it's my stuff.
All right, so there's sort of a traditional intro scenario for Pendragon. A couple of you have already played it. But if you don't mind, I think we'll go through it again, just because it's a fun little introductory scenario.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh wait, I have to
See how
give them
far.
their.
Yes. Okay. So that.
Alright.
Yeah. So you all are squires,
Yeah.
right? You're in Salisbury, and your fathers have died sometimes a long time ago, sometimes just a couple of years ago.
Huh?
And but you ish.
Yeah.
But you've been serving as squires at the court of Earl Roderick
Right.
in Sarum, primarily. And so you've been serving as squires to, well, for Virgil. And let me jot down all your old names here. All right, so Renae is Virgil. All right, Jen, you are Wolfram.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Jade, you went with
Kinrain.
Kinrain. Excellent. And Dave, you went with Haste.
R-A-I-N.
Or
Wait a minute,
Pache.
what? C-R-A?
C-Y-N-R-A-I-N.
Okay. So,
Got it.
yeah, so for Virgil, Kinrain. So for Virgil, you're kind of just attached to the court because you're this foreign entity. You know, your father was Roman, your mother is from Salisbury, right? So you stand to inherit the mom's manor, basically, right? But you just kind of serve the court generally. Okay. The rest of you are attached to a specific knight of the household. Okay. So.
Where should we note that?
And so, so Jade, your knight is Sir Bar.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
And
that is awesome.
heraldry.
Where can I note that? Or
Just in the margin because
And
you're not going to be serving it much
Just to
longer.
let you know,
Sir Bar.
Sir Bar is a household knight in Logris, Salisbury.
That's fantastic.
He's prudent and valorous. And he is generally he's big and a bit slow and strong and obedient. He goes whichever way he thinks the majority's going. His glory is about 1,800. So that's his glory. All right, Jen, your knight is Sir Lycus.
Oh no!
This is heraldry.
Okay.
Sir Lycus. Now, Sir Lycus is
A good fit, actually.
He's actually a great fit for you. You guys get. I would think you guys get along pretty well, but you can let me know.
Okay.
Sir Lycus. In it. His main two things are arbitrary and valorous.
Okay. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. So nothing's ever really good enough for Sir Lycus. And he's a warrior of simple knighthood, an obedient, practical-minded, ruthless killing machine.
Lovely.
And so for Sir Pace.
Not Sir Pace.
Oh,
just Pace.
Pace. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sir Leo is your. Yes, Sir Leo.
Got magnificent hair.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Sir Leo is your knight, and he's actually quite nice. He is honest and valorous, and he is an upright knight, trying to do good, not just do well. So, yeah. So those are your dudes, and you've been serving them for probably like at least 6 years.
6 years about,
at
yeah.
this point.
Alright.
6 or
So
7.
you know them very well. You know what they like, what they don't like, and so just knowing them, who they are, and then you, as you are with the court, Sir Virgil. Yes, Earl Roderick. And is there anybody else we need to?
That is it.
We don't have to show any of the other things.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are your knights who you've been serving for 6 years.
Cool.
Okay.
Shape it however you will.
Indeed. And so, you serve at the court of the Earl, which actually moves around throughout the year.
That's right.
You're in Sarum like during the winter and at certain times over the summer. But once the weather starts warming up, everyone packs up and you start doing what's known as the Earl's Progress, which is just kind of moving around Salisbury and staying at various courts for a period of weeks. And so it is, the year is 485 and it is springtime. And you are at Vagon Castle, which if you look on your map, you'll see is situated kind of on the western boundary there.
Actually, I would say southwest.
Southwest, yeah, call it southwest.
Yes.
Just a bit north of Tisbury, actually.
Just over the hill.
Just over the hill, exactly.
Right.
And it is one of the more significant castles in the county. So we pass that around. It's all castles at this point are Motte and Bailey, wooden construction, except for Sarum, which has old stone Roman walls. So, but yeah, so that's what passes for a significant castle in this day and age. And so when you're not serving your respective lords directly, you have often come out to Vagon for training with the aging Sir Elad.
Sir Elad. Sir Elad.
He's an old
And
knight.
This is his heraldry.
That's his heraldry.
Okay.
He's an old knight, but he is a marshal of the county, which basically means he's in charge of the county's military forces. So he's just kind of an old, broken-down warhorse.
Yeah, he's increasingly infirm, but continues with his martial duties with aplomb.
Best he can. So, it's a pleasant spring afternoon, and you're within sight of the castle. Within its halls, the Earl and his family are reposing with their court, but you are out here training. So, one thing that a lad likes to have you train on are targets for mounted lance combat, basically.
Yes.
So, we'll just go around the table as you all take turns. There's a small wooden plate attached to a post that you are
Trying to hit
with your spear.
Come on, lads! Get it together!
You get it with your spear or your lance?
It's the same thing.
Same
It's
thing
like
at this point.
The price is good. The price is right. As high as close without going over.
Exactly, and if you make it exactly, it's a critical.
Alright.
I got a 2, so I hit it, but
Yeah.
not that great.
Right. You hit it well and good enough.
Yeah.
All right. So Sir
Alright, so
Kinrain.
I think the
Kinrain.
I think the I think-
7.
7.
Okay.
I think your fellow knights are watching you just to see how you're doing.
Oh, so
they'll
Bard,
be there to cheer you
Bard,
on.
Leo, and
or-
Lycus are standing around.
Yeah, they're standing around watching you guys.
making comments.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Cool. So yeah, 7. If that's under your your spear expertise, then you're good to go. All right. And Virgil.
Ooh, I made it. 3.
3.
Excellent.
All right.
Well done.
Nope. With it. 19.
Wolfram whiffs it. All right.
Alright, so they've been casting bets, and so Lycus is mad. He starts kicking the ground. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna pay for that!" etc.
Oh, the whippings don't even hurt it.
Just imagining stripes of callus across your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Feminine, isn't it?
Alrighty. So, ouch. All right. Oop. I need to grab some graph paper for the next thing. So what are the knights talking about?
They're just talking amongst themselves about how shitty some of you are doing and how well some of you are doing. Sir Leo is very pleased, of course, as usual, and Sir Bar are generally cheerful and they want what's best for you. But
With a mustache like that, he's pretty...
Yeah, he's chill. Lycus is angry because they were
being
casting
coddled.
bets. Right. You think?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think I'm being coddled.
No.
I just think he's generally good-natured. You might be
Absolutely.
being coddled.
Yeah.
I'm
no.
concerned about Sir Pace's future with
Uh-oh.
such a light taskmaster.
Uh-oh.
Like the only thing he's slated for right now is is background vocals.
Oh man.
Vocals.
Oh no.
Nice. All right. So So at this point,
Wait.
you've been doing your drills, and so at this point, a lad, kind of calls you all together, and says, "Well, that was well done for the most part. Why don't we have a horse race?"
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Okay. So basically, what you're all going to do is note your horse's movement.
Oh, I didn't get this changed stats for my destrier.
Exactly. So your destrier is actually back at your manor. So you just got your charger.
Yeah, your charger.
Okay, so it'll just be my charger.
Yeah. So your horse's movement is probably going to be the same for everybody, I imagine.
8. I believe.
8.
Yeah.
What am I looking at here? Yay.
Okay. So everyone make a horsemanship roll.
Oh, crit fail.
Fumble.
Oh.
I got a 20.
Likewise.
Okay.
I made
Actually,
it.
I'm
Make
not
it?
so bad at horsemanship.
Below or above?
Highest without going over.
I went over by 1.
So you failed. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh god, this is bad.
Again, I even have a high horsemanship that kind of...
Likewise.
So basically, all you've all bring your horses around.
I'm not used to riding this charger.
Well, you mount up,
All
and it's one of those deals where the horses are kind of getting on each other's nerves, and there's just like a lot of like rearing back, like whoa boy, whoa, and just like circling around and whatnot. Virgil's really the only one who kind of gets his horse going.
I'm a little guy. I'm like
Yeah.
a jockey.
Yeah.
You're a little donkey size.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
size?
8.
Nice. So yeah, you're off. You're off like a shot. Wolfram, you get your horse under control and take off after Virgil. Meanwhile,
I get bucked off.
We've
Yeah.
been thrown.
for
Yeah.
Kinrain and Pace get thrown. Yeah.
All right.
So
They're scared. Their arm full. Just.
yeah, like for God's sake. All right, so
I thought we were
Pace
gonna see what horse race.
Pace takes 4 points of damage.
All right.
Kinrain only takes 1.
I guess we won't be seeing that. Or less of
Okay.
that.
So let's see. All right, so let's see here. 1,
Lycus is still.
Oh, you don't have your
just
current hit points either. What are...
Oh, current hit points. Hit points are on the top, right under stats. You can tally them up. It should be
Oh.
the very last line there.
Size plus
Saying-
con.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, size plus con?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, I'm far away from being unconscious.
Haha!
Aha. Ow. All right. So it's a horse race between 2 of you. So another horsemanship roll, please.
Bless you.
Nice.
What? Between who?
The 2 of you.
Oh. Oh, I'm over by 2.
I do a handstand in the saddle.
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you make it exactly?
No. Oh, you have to get close.
What's your?
Without going
what's
over
your
7.
Okay, so
And
you
my
just made
horsemanship is
regular. Okay.
Regular.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you get it on the nose.
If it's on the nose, then that's
Then I'm doing the
You want to
trick.
get on the nose?
Yeah.
you do.
Oh,
You'd
okay.
like to, or below it.
All right, on the nose. That's good.
All right. Well, yeah. Virgil is quickly outpacing Wolfram.
Yep.
Okay, but
Because he's a little guy.
yeah. So another roll, please.
From both?
Both
Yeah,
of you.
both of you.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
7.
17.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, Wolfram could catch up. 1, 2,
Uh-oh.
3, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, it's going to come down to
Oh, it's very close.
this roll. It's going to come down to this roll.
All right.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
Both roll.
Ooh.
1.
Oh wow. 3.
You both made it.
Yeah.
All right. So because Virgil had just a neck of distance, Wolfram's like right up on your flank, but then you cross
By a
the
nose.
finish line, which was
Yeah.
exactly basically the finish line was the drawbridge outside of the castle. So you can cross past that.
They'd do the instant replay to get it.
We're just waiting by the stables,
Yep.
Yeah, you both have led your horses back to the
Yeah.
stables. at this
cleaning the
point.
mud off my.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that takes you up to noontime, and
This one.
and yeah, so anyway,
All right. So okay. So looks like okay. So sorry, lad. approaches
Oh
you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Walks up.
really,
The curmudgeon.
you really could have done better today. You really, really could have done much better today. I'm surprised at you. Certainly, you and Serv are excellent knights, and I'm surprised at your performance. But you know what? Don't worry. You will get better with time. Look at me. I started out. So he starts going into the speech.
Rambling, yeah.
So
Oh, I was
eventually-
once a little squire.
So he was talking to you guys while basically you two are bringing your horses
Okay.
up, and he's like, these are the ones I want to see. Great job. So he's patting you on the back and really excited. And yes, very good job to you too as well. And I remember my first horse races so he starts going off on his. I won many a horse race. I also lost some, but I also won many, many more. That was very enjoyable for me. So anyway, so he just goes on like that.
and so forth. All right, so
Okay. Okay, so, alright, so, that said, horse races and that, we have need for your talents. Will you take on a small task for the good of the county?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
It would be an honor.
He eyes your delay, like, what? Alright.
Just letting others speak first.
Alright, alright, I just want to make sure you're all on the same page with me, alright.
take a check in modest.
Yeah. So, do you, why would they have questions?
Oh, like what is it exactly?
Oh yeah, so I have a task for you.
What can we do for you?
All right, thank you.
Let's
That's
see.
exactly
There we go.
right.
That would be
That's
it.
the question.
Okay, so
How high?
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So how high? Oh, that's I like hearing that. Okay. The peasants have reported a man-eating bear, also known as a Saxon. Ha ha ha. I mean a real bear. Actually, it's very serious. It's a real bear. In the
No
west.
joking matter.
No. Why are you laughing? Yeah. In the West Acres. I've never heard of such a thing. It's probably a rabid dog. Even if it's a chipmunk, though, you must go and take care of it because they claim it is too dangerous for them to come and work the Lord's fields. They'll find any excuse. So you need to get out there and hunt for this bear. But before that,
Yes.
this is so awkward. But before that, I want another contest with you men. I think you should have.
You know from experience, this is how he chooses who's going to lead a particular mission that he's going to set you on.
Right, and
this is
you're-
his favorite way to do
Yeah,
it.
so this is his favorite way to determine. And so at this point, your other your knights are coming up to see what is he talking about. I think you all should have a grappling match. So lads, strip off and let's get to it.
The blood drains from of my people.
I was gonna say, just like someone come and bring us oil.
A slow-mo oiling up scene.
Oh god.
So my
And then
square comes up with the various with the various little thing implements. And yeah, Greco-Roman style. Let's go.
Hello, Baldric.
So we're also naked.
Yeah, but
Well, you just strip down to your skivvies,
yeah,
basically.
your
You know,
so
your
your chemise and your
your whatever their little
Breeches.
they're breeches. Yeah.
Loincloths.
Loincloth or breeches, your
Yeah.
choice. Everyone
Alright.
has different underwear, and of course you're free to sit it out if you want.
Yeah, you
So.
can sit it out. You can suddenly be distracted with the horses or whatever. But I expect
totally
at least
in.
2 of you to grapple.
I'm in
I'm
it.
in.
Yeah, I'll,
Grapple.
yeah, I'll
Are you
be
in
there.
it? You're out of it.
Virgil?
I'm not feeling.
Steal your nerves, Virgil. Steal them.
You get to first.
That's what that was.
I'm like looking up at everybody.
It's all right, lad. You won that horse race fair
Yeah.
and square, so
Yes.
you can
I
you
did.
can sit this out.
Okay.
You can say it.
I did win that horse race.
So
Should I just point that out?
I won the horse race. So I will. That's fine. You get a dispensation. But these 3, I need to see. I have to test their mettle. And
Skins on skins. All right.
on
So
skins.
basically, who wants to pair off first?
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Kinrain versus
I'll take, yeah.
Okay.
Versus Pace.
All right, cool.
All right. So what you're gonna do is it's opposed dexterity rolls. You're each gonna roll.
We both have 10.
Nice. Well-matched opponents.
Yes.
So you're both going to roll against your dex. If one of you wins and one of you fails, then the winner's obvious.
Okay.
If you both succeed, the high roll is the winner.
Yes. And that goes.
10!
3.
Yeah!
Wow, that's a good
Body slam you!
So you have 2 choices. You can throw him to the ground for 1d6 damage, or you can simply pin him.
I'll pin him.
All right.
We'll need him in a minute.
Oh, yeah,
I'm kind of hoping to body slam
Now,
him.
well, normally you get a opposed strength roll to break free, but I'm going to
But
say
that's
on
a
a
crit.
crit,
Yeah.
you just basically
Take
square
down.
off and then just
Instant take,
immediately
yeah.
get him in a headlock.
Yeah.
You know?
If you want a body slam, I've got plenty of hit points.
So yeah, you pretty much
Whatever
just
you want.
immediately get him in a
Whatever you
pin.
Sure, just
What?
to
You are?
And then throw
to
him.
show off.
You're gonna throw
Yeah.
him? All right.
Wow.
Since I failed so miserably on the horse, I'm going to be showing off.
All right.
Sir Bar is clapping. Yeah, go man,
Yeah,
go.
so a D6.
D6, yeah.
A 1.
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, you just throw him down.
Oh.
Just
you
to
get a
just to
bloody nose. You
humiliate
hit
you.
your
That's
face
all.
on the
Yeah,
ground. You know,
yeah.
come up with a little bit of blood.
It's not the first time.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
it's
right,
Wolfram
Sir Bar.
versus
So Wolfram-
Kinrain.
All right.
Okay, so
Ding,
Sir
ding.
Legus comes up and I was like, you bet
Oh,
win this.
crit fail.
You better win
Versus
this.
Dex.
Wow.
Versus Dex.
Got a
Dex,
19.
you better win this.
14. My
All right.
dex
You
is
both
12.
fail. You both fail.
My final
All right.
fail
So
works.
What's your dex?
12. I rolled
12.
14.
Yeah. So you both failed.
Yeah, they're just
All right.
walking around each other.
All
Okay,
right,
so roll
nothing
again.
more. Here we go.
Another
Go on.
round. Let's go.
12.
13.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So you're
Ooh,
grappling, but
ooh,
you
ooh.
can't get a
Yeah.
good purchase on each other.
19 again.
17.
Oh!
Oh my God! All
We're
right.
just
You
so
better
sweaty.
Win this. You
Yeah.
better win this.
Yeah, your hands are
20.
hands are
4.
Four.
A 20 is a fumble and a 4 is a success.
Yes.
Yes.
So do you want to throw or pin?
Pin.
Okay.
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 So that's gonna give. So basically, Kinrain, you slip on a patch of mud
Alright.
and just go down, and Wolfram's right on top of you. He's got you pinned.
Yeah.
So opposed strength rolls now.
All
so
right.
Okay.
D20 versus strength.
I got a 2.
Against.
Whoa. 16.
Oh.
All right. So you break the pin.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So back to dex rolls now.
All right, here we go.
Got a 3.
I pass
With
With a-
11.
With an 11, so
Oh,
that
wow.
beats you.
Okay.
So Wolfram gets you in a clinch again.
Another
Throw
clinch.
or pin.
Pin.
Okay.
All
So
right.
opposed strength rolls.
20.
17.
All right. Well, the fumble. Yeah, that's a failure, but the
That's a fumble,
fumble is
Yeah.
beaten. It
Okay,
trumps
yes.
everything. So
Right.
basically, it's an ugly pin.
I probably slip again.
Yeah, it's an
Right.
ugly pin, but you
You're
can't get your
slipping.
feet under
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's probably pig shit or something, you know.
Oh.
And he was like, ah! You know, so,
It's not pretty.
I just like
Yeah.
swim sideways out of it. So you come up, your whole front is just covered in filth. But yeah, Wolfram.
But,
Oh,
okay.
good,
All right.
good job. That almost makes up for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so your last. Yes, very good. All right, so in terms of who I want to lead this hunt, correct?
That's so Wolfram's
So
gonna be the
I
leader.
think you
Okay.
co-leaders here, the best rider, the best wrestler. Yes.
Get the bear.
Oh, the best wrestler. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
The best
Get the
wrestler.
bear.
the best
There you go.
rider.
I was
We're
like,
gonna kill the bear.
nah, wait.
Yeah.
No man.
Yes, you too.
All right.
I want you to lead this hunt for this bear.
Great.
Alright.
Okay.
All right. So,
Alright, so now, okay, so congratulations, you both are great. You're wonderful. I want
Love
you,
it.
Loving it. I want you to go to Ember and ask for Old Gar, the priest.
Old Gar. Alright.
yeah, Imber's on your map. It's north of Vagon, kind of on the other side of the hills there on the Blakemore Wood
Now this is
boundary.
I have many things to do today, lads. So any other questions that you have about this mission, you need to ask me now, or else you'll be stuck with the local peasants, and they don't really know anything that's going on in the world. So,
Oh, okay.
so if you have any questions about this hunt, you can ask them now. Again, Old Gar and
That's a goodly distance.
It is.
Yes.
So you can choose to leave right away. It's about noon.
yeah. Do you want to leave this afternoon or tomorrow morning?
Or tomorrow
It's a
morning.
half-day ride to Ember.
So we'll either get
I
there
think that we
tonight
could
or-
leave there today. We spend the night and wake
right.
refreshed.
Okay.
Yes, we'll make ourselves known to the people there before we
story.
start asking
Yeah, I mean,
questions.
if the bear eats another peasant, who cares, really?
It's one less
Oh
peasant.
yeah, one less peasant to worry about. Alright, well, I will bid
one
you
less to
good
work the
night.
fields.
And congratulations, lads. You did remarkably well. Great job. And you two, someday you will be...
Keep reaching for that
you will
rainbow.
be good squires. That's all I gotta say. So he walks away.
All right. So, so yeah, checking the map there, you can plan your route to Ember. The most likely route's just overland, basically.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
along the edge of the lake.
But you could take the trails out to
Warminster.
either out to Warminster and then up through the dale there, or you could go up to like Shrewton and then take the trail out towards Till's Head and West Lavington, and then come down towards Ember,
I'd say we just ride straight across.
just right across. Yeah.
That looks, pretty.
Oh yeah, those are hills, not mountains.
Right.
True. So, but I will need hunting rolls from everyone.
Yeah.
With a +10.
Oh,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got an
So-
18 out of 20.
I succeed because I can't fail.
Excellent. Yeah, +10 is applied to your skill toll, and then you roll against that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
oh, added to the skill. Oh, okay.
10
Missed
out
it
of
by one
25.
still.
10 out of 25, and
Oh.
you missed it.
By
Jade,
one,
what's
yeah.
your hunting
Oh,
skill?
wait. Hold on. Oh, it's added to our roll.
Mm-hmm.
No, we added to the skill.
To the skill.
Skill.
To the
So
skill.
what's your
It's
hunting
10.
skill? Is 10.
So add to
20.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got an 18.
All right, cool. So
Right?
That's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, you succeed. Very well.
Yeah, okay, just making sure.
Alrighty. So yeah, so you all make your way across the plains of Salisbury, no problem. You know these undulations of the landscape very well, and by sunset, you are riding into Ember, which is pictured here as a typical town. This is sort of, like when you get a manor, this is what your local village will look like and so forth. So
Right.
just a small little burg, little church, and that sort of thing. And the peasants are coming in from the fields as you're riding in. So
They're all just looking at you like, oh, the bear, come and get the bear. You really think so? I don't know. They don't look like knights. Yeah. Are you knights?
No.
Quiet, peasant!
See, I told you they weren't knights.
What
So they walk
business
away.
is it of yours?
They walk away.
Yeah.
They just walk away.
Quiet. Right on. Oh, dude, I've got proud, so.
Oh, yeah?
well, nonetheless.
Yeah, how are you guys feeling about that? That must feel kind of...
I understand.
I'm actually not really feeling much like a knight right now. So
Doesn't bother me at all.
You're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're
forgiving.
used to getting at this.
Exactly.
Alright.
Now, did you guys bring your armor with you and everything, though? Even though you're not feeling very
Do we
knightly.
have armor? Where is that?
I would say, yeah, probably. Just
I
because
would
it's a
hope so.
bear.
Yeah, really basic. Leather armor, right?
No, they got
No,
a chain.
leather?
Chain.
okay.
Oh, we do. All right.
Yep.
Okay. There's no reason why I wouldn't bring that because I don't really think it's a bear.
Really?
Oh.
Sprinkle.
It's probably a Saxon.
Line of
One of
badasses.
those cannibalistic bastard Saxons.
Yeah, exactly.
You are from a line of badasses, so you've probably seen worse.
Pretty
in your
sure
village.
this is gonna suck.
All right, so yeah, so you ride into town. What do you do?
We should find an inn. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, look for some place to put up.
Well, really no such thing as an inn.
No.
Well, then the church, they always offer sanctuary to knights and squires.
Excellent choice, sir.
All right.
So you make for the little stone church that's on the outskirts of town, and as you approach, the door opens and a kind of stubbly gray older man in priestly robes comes out, sort of squinting at you all.
Would you be old man Gar?
Oh yeah.
I say in my
Yeah, that's
lilting accent.
yeah, that's me. No, I'm old Gar. What do you? Wait a second. Honey, just be quiet. Just shh. How can I help you, gentlemen? How can I help you?
We've been sent by Earl Roderick.
Oh yes. Yes. The bear.
Yes.
The bear.
The bear.
No, it's well, I don't even know what that means, but
Oh yeah. Right. Yes.
They're casting spells at you.
are you Roman?
Pointy teeth.
Roman sorcerer.
I'm essentially illiterate.
It says here I'm illiterate. He's like reading a note.
Yes, I have a lot of. I have my Latin's mostly memorized. So anyway, yes. So the bear.
The bear.
Yes.
Tell us.
Yes. You are welcome to stay here. It's getting late. If you'd like to have a meal.
That would be so kind of
No, thank you.
Yeah. So okay. So come into my house. So it's a little hovel, right? I mean.
Yeah, it's just it's a little church. It's a little village church. No pews or anything.
And
Just a thatched roof.
And I have a little house.
He's got a
And then I have a little barn.
Oh, that's true. Out back.
right.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can sleep in the barn or in my house. It's really up to you all.
Which is cleaner?
They're both very clean. They're both
Yeah.
clean. They're both perfectly clean.
And a woman, maybe about 10 years younger than him, does come out with.
She starts to cook in a little cauldron.
Yeah,
hot
you
inside.
smell some barley on the
And some
fire.
onions, maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have water and porridge for you all, and that's pretty much the best I can offer you.
Well, thank you. That's very kind.
Yes,
of you.
indeed.
We appreciate any hospitality you have to offer.
There's also a good dozen hunting hounds kind of loping around the yard.
What?
Yeah. So they're all up in your business, of course, sniffing away.
Yeah. Of course they would be.
You know.
Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy?
And he's very kind with them. You know, he obviously dotes on every one of them. You know,
Oh, that's
so.
sweet.
You know, little pieces of stuff. So you're welcome to sleep here, and then you can start off on your hunt tomorrow if you'd like.
So good, solid dogs here. Why so many dogs?
Oh well, I mean, I love hunting, and
yes.
I'm no master of the hunt by any means, but I'm pretty good in a pinch. And,
Are you now?
Yeah, I mean, I can't fight, but I can definitely tend to any wounds you probably will acquire.
So, would you come with us in tracking this bear? We will obviously not ask you to engage it with us, but if you'd like to help us track
Definitely,
it.
I can bring my dogs, and definitely I can help you. And if you give me a horse, I don't have a horse. So.
You're more than welcome to borrow one of our
Like a Ramsey or something. Okay, good.
Yes, one of our roundsies.
We don't have any horses in this village, so it's very,
Okay.
very poor. All right, so are you sleeping in the barn or in my house? I just need to know so I can.
Barn for me.
Yeah, I'd like the barn.
Barn.
I'll take the house.
All right.
I guess we're sleeping on the hearth then.
I don't wish to impose.
I don't know. He'll absolutely sleep at the hearth. He won't take the bed.
Are you sure? I mean, you're a squire. Or
Not at all. Your
right?
hospitality is enough for us.
Oh, okay. So I will serve. What's her name? Will serve.
Yes, his mistress will serve up
Vicky.
the pottage. Vicky.
Vicky? No.
Verity.
All right.
Verity will.
serve up
Chastity
the-
will serve you porridge and with onions, and we'll give you guys some water.
Yep.
And you're on your way.
And actually, I was mistaken. You guys would know that for a hunt, you really can't do that in chain armor.
Okay.
So
You cannot
basically,
do that.
basically you just got your
We have leather.
linens.
Or,
No, we just have
regular
linens.
clothes.
Yeah.
Just regular clothing.
Whee!
Yep,
For bear.
hunting clothing 0 now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Alright, yeah.
But I imagine I'll still have my my armor on.
You do have your armor with you
For
yeah.
travel.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
In case you run into any trouble.
Right.
Exactly.
Can we bring our shields?
These are uncertain times. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
have
still
all your
goes.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good
Just
idea to
armor.
bring a spear and shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the next morning, then you're up early, just a quick drink of water, and
I don't know. Don't look at me.
okay,
Oh,
quick drink of water and maybe a little cold porridge, and then you are
On your way.
more or less on your way. You kind of have to wait around. Some peasants have come out to handle the dogs, so forth. So okay. So basically, you head into the woods,
Yes.
and I'll need a hunting roll from everyone.
And this is just a straight
Straight up. No mod.
Success.
success. 7 out of 10.
So, yeah.
9 out of 12.
Okay. And
No,
Virgil?
what'd you do?
17 out of 15.
Oh. And then.
Alright.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. I have 2.
Okay,
Okay.
not a big hunter.
No.
Alright, so. Alright.
You Romans.
Yeah.
And your ways.
Okay.
What is
Those who
everyone
hunt for us
else's
generally?
Yeah.
suspicions of Silchester men?
Yeah, everybody. Everyone's.
Everyone.
No, but I said
suspicious.
what is it though for everyone?
It's all the same directed
5.
trait. Oh, is it? Is it?
Mine is 9.
Whoa.
And
It's
I never
1d6
did
plus
mine.
1.
D6 plus 1.
5.
Okay. And yours is 2?
5.
5.
Ouch. Alright, so.
Oh, a little
Of course, I didn't sleep in
Yeah.
the barn with the Roman.
Oh.
Exactly.
That's
So
true.
Chester, man.
That's perfect.
Okay.
I don't imagine I'm very smart, so I occasionally forget that that's Virgil's from Silchester.
Just escaped your mind.
Well, he's been living in Salisbury for a few years now.
Yeah, he's from Salisbury. He's been here forever.
Right. That's right.
He's half Salisburian.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so so at this point, you all have to decide whether you're hunting as individuals or as a group. If you're hunting as a group, then you appoint a leader whose role will stand for all of you.
Oh, we should have a group.
I believe
Yeah.
so. Who has
Yeah.
the highest hunting?
I think.
Who got the best role?
I think Wolf.
You got the best roll.
Yeah, but you have the best skill.
Yeah, I have 15 in hunting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and Sir Lad did appoint you leader because
He
you,
did.
won,
Yeah.
you won the
All right.
slapping match.
So,
So
I defer. I defer to your 3 extra points in hunting.
All right.
I do want to point out though that the grapple mechanic can be very handy because a lot of times if you're fighting another knight and you both have really high skills, you can be tying your rolls all the time because you're both criticling, and so you can always just resort to throwing your weapons down and just rushing the guy.
Yeah.
That actually happens in Mallory quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Start-
if you grab him and throw him from his horse,
Wailing
it's
on each
2d6
other.
damage.
Right.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. So it can be handy. Brawling, however, is unknightly. So anyway, all right, Wolfram, we'll go
Yes.
with your roll.
All right.
So you spend an hour searching the woods for some spoor, and you don't find any. So I'll need another roll from
No
Wolfram
bear sworn.
for hunting.
Nope, 18.
18. All right, so that's another hour.
Damn.
Do you want to try and impassion your next roll?
Yes, what do I do?
Okay, you choose a passion that you feel you could justify applying to that skill. So perhaps your
Fealty Lord.
fealty to your lord.
See?
I think my lord is poopy.
Oh, really? What's your fealty?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, yeah, if you fail it. All right, so anyway,
Okay.
so go ahead and make a roll for your third hour of hunting against your passion first.
All right, good.
What's the
9
sound?
out of 15.
What was that?
You're in the woods. There's
It's-
weird ass
Oh, I
animals.
see.
Yeah.
All right, so
I know. I'm
what'd you
like,
get?
9 out of 15.
All right, so put a
Nice.
check next to your fealty lord. All right, and now you're going to get a plus 10 to your hunting,
Neat.
which is
means
what?
25.
25. So you're going to add 5 to your roll.
And it turns into
18 plus 5.
23, so that's a
So
crit.
you crit
Yeah.
it.
Well
All
done.
right.
Nice. Wolfram comes through.
All right, so after 3 hours of fruitless searching, Yeah, Wolfram, you find
Bring
like
it.
you know.
Right around
"No, I
lunchtime.
gotta fucking do this.
Right around lunchtime.
Right around lunchtime. Exactly.
Get hungry. Wants a bear steak.
Bear's good eating.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, yeah, you
Exactly.
find like a perfectly clear bear print
Oh,
in the ground.
it's a bear paw.
It's perfect. Like you could take a plaster casting of it.
All right.
And
Is that
that's a secret only the Romans know. All right, so
sons of bitches?
sons of bitches.
That's what they use to set their stone together.
You're suspicious of Silchester, right? Yeah, you
Yes.
have high suspicion. Okay.
High suspicion.
It's 9. That's
That's
high.
pretty. That's good.
that's more than indifferent. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's
I try to
Okay.
keep my distance.
like respectful.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
also better than you. Uh-oh.
So you signal for the Bratchet hounds to be brought up, and they get the scent, and then they're unleashed.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just taking off.
Yes.
All right, so you're all off on horseback, chasing after them. You know, so give me a
I'm picturing all these beagles.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Cute.
So you no longer get your passion bonus.
All right.
However, you are going to get a +3 to your hunting due to the use of the hounds.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So that would be 18. Another hunting roll.
Another hunting roll, please.
A 1.
Okay, that's a
Still a success.
that's a success. Okay, so let's see. That's another hour. Okay, and you're getting closer. So give me another hunting roll again at 18.
20.
Oh.
Oh, it's a fumble.
It's a fumble.
Fumble.
Going
Take
in
a
the
wrong
wrong
turn,
direction,
yeah.
Fumble something you're wrong turn. Oh, excellent.
We're digging
All
in the
right.
wrong place.
Yep.
Yeah. We're digging in the wrong place. All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Do I have that table here? There it is. Okay, so yeah, you're pretty sure you're on the trail of this freaking bear.
Yeah.
You're totally gonna
It's
get
right
this
there.
bear.
It's right there.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
give me another hunting roll.
3.
3. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's been 5 hours. Give me one more roll.
8.
Okay.
Oh.
So there's some strange noises in the woods, aren't
Yeah.
there? Yes. And you hear the dogs. Their barking has increased in intensity, howling, and then you hear some yelping and yipping and whatnot. And following the trail, you see that they've surrounded not a bear but a boar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what we were looking for.
No, it's not.
But still, set your lances
To
in
the
charge.
heart.
Yeah. We have boar lances. We might as well use them.
Exactly. So let's see here.
They say the snout is the best part of it.
Really? Yeah. Supposed to be very tender.
Yeah.
All right. So Wolfram, you've got as the leader of the hunt, you have a horn.
Okay.
And give it a good toot. Okay.
It matches with those sounds.
Yeah, it's all weird off key.
All right. So I want a hunting roll from everyone else just to see how far back you were.
Oh.
9 out of 12 success.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 2.
Okay. So I'll say that Kinrain and Pace were right behind, and then Virgil, you'll catch up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this boar is quite agitated from
It is,
the
the dogs.
dogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Angry.
that's
And
very
I
nice.
will need those of you who want to close with the boar. Horses do not like boars.
Nobody likes boars.
Well, so the first thing I'll need from all of you is a valorous roll at a -2.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So that's a minus off of your.
Oh,
7
success!
out of 12.
1 out of 12.
No.
No.
No, I don't make
All
it.
right, so Wolfram, you hesitate
Whoa.
blowing the horn like, yes, everyone come over here. I need to blow the horn some more.
Does everyone see us?
Yeah.
Everyone, right over here.
Pretty sure
you
there was
two-
another squire.
You two can take checks in valorous.
Awesome.
And now, if you want to close with the boar, you'll need to make a horsemanship roll at a -5.
Oh, man.
To your horsemanship.
It's 5. That's 7. 6 out of 7.
Nice.
Nice.
I would have critted if I didn't have the 5.
Ooh.
Isn't that lovely?
Pass.
Pass it.
All right, so
I'm
once
in
you
there.
make your valorous roll, next round you'll be able to
Oh,
close in.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Check your horsemanship.
Sweet.
All right. So that leaves, Sir Kinrain. You are a mano a mano with this boar.
Nice.
You're like, what have I gotten myself into?
Great.
All right. So let's see here.
Prove yourself.
This is exciting.
Let's see. Okay, it's going to try to run. So it's going to make an opposed roll of its avoidance versus your weapon skill.
Okay, I'm going to go with spear. And can I impassion this because I felt so embarrassed earlier?
Yeah. Loyalty, or fealty lord.
So first get that. Made that.
Okay, check your fealty lord.
So then I get to add how much to my...
Plus 10.
Plus 10 to, so 25.
Okay.
I got 8 out of 25.
Okay, so you're going to add plus 5 to that is a 13.
Okay.
And I got a 10 against an 11. So you beat me. Without that modifier, I would have beaten you. And so that means you hit.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll your damage.
The horse's damage, right?
No.
You don't know
my
not in that
damage,
case.
so
Because you're not charging.
Right, exactly.
5, 6, 12, 14.
14, okay. So, let's see, where's his hit points? Okay.
Where's the damage? What is she rolling?
It's under your stats, right?
Damage is
Up
under
under stats.
up under stats. It's,
Okay.
yeah.
Strength plus size.
That's
divided by
your
6.
like damage. Sometimes you have to roll your horse damage, and that's under your horse's category.
Okay.
But in this case, we're rolling weapon damage, which is your personal damage.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a new round. Virgil, you show up. So
What's going on, guys?
Oh shit!
Trying to get my horse under control. Bats!
all right, so exactly. So I'll need valorous rolls at -2 from everyone who wants to close. You're already in combat.
Okay.
You're good.
Yes, I make it.
Another valorous roll?
Until you make it, basically.
But I did make it. I just failed my horsemanship.
Oh, you failed your horsemanship. Excuse me. So a horsemanship roll. You made your valorous.
Yes.
Virgil.
I made it.
Made it.
Wow.
All right. So horsemanship rolls at -5.
Yeah, I failed my horsemanship again. My horse does not like
Yeah, he's
boars.
just wheeling around.
Get out.
I'll ask something on the next round if the boar's still alive.
Okay.
Okay.
I made it exactly.
Nice.
I made
You
it.
critted then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
All right,
critical.
10 out of 10.
Good.
Nice. And you made it.
Regular.
Okay. All right. So cool. So now we've got 2 other people getting in on the combat. The boar has you managed to jab him with your spear, and so let's see. It is going to try and gore your horse.
Oh boy. Oh
Okay.
boy.
Yeah.
Gotta handle the tusks.
At least it's not the destroyer.
Exactly. Right.
Oh yeah, you should have the good one.
Okay. So Virgil and Wolfram are going to get unopposed attacks against the boar because the boar is focusing on
Okay.
Kinrain's
neat.
horse.
Great.
So you 2 can just roll your spear rolls.
Okay.
And if you succeed, then go ahead and roll damage.
What is spear expertise?
Spear expertise for you, yeah, in your case.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
pass.
I see.
Okay. And then damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I made it exactly.
Okay, so roll your
crit.
damage statistic. Oh, you made it exactly?
Double damage?
Wait, yeah, I rolled a 9 and I have 9 for a
So
spear.
that's double damage.
Oh, neat, cool.
And also
Crit,
check
double
your
damage.
spear.
And check the spear, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
All right, 27
Okay.
damage.
Do you need more d6s?
27.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Well,
no, I have just enough, thanks.
I have some more here.
Wow, 27?
Yeah.
Nice roll.
Because for double damage, you'll be doubling the d6s you
Yeah.
get.
So how many?
So, okay, I have 3 for damage.
So the other like 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow, zombie
So many. 12. That's 22.
Whoa.
26.
26.
Heyo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Right
man.
now,
And
Someone's getting the heart of the boar.
yeah.
To
And
eat
then
afterwards.
Kinrain, go ahead with your roll.
Okay.
This is an opposed roll. So
15 out of 15.
a crit.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so I'll just roll
Yeah.
to see if I get a crit or not.
Boar meat. Boar stew.
No, I did
Yeah.
not. So go ahead and roll double damage.
Nice.
More d6s, Jade?
Might
8.
wanna-
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here's 6, I believe.
6 and 8. Okay. So that's 9, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Yeah.
26.
26. All right.
Yeah.
So basically, the three of you converge on this boar, and it just, three spears come down. Kinrain's pierces it right through the skull. Virgil's pierces it down the neck into the torso.
Whoa.
And Wolfram's kind of gets it in the flank.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's still fighting.
It's still fighting.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and it actually is going to try and run up your spear shaft.
Okay.
All right, even with the spear in its head, it's just going to try and come right at you, basically.
I respect this boar.
Me too. Mad respect for this bull.
Yeah, its eyes are kind of bulging out to either side.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a fighter.
it's a
Yep.
fighter. So,
Peace.
so basically, it's just going to be an opposed roll between Kinrain and the boar to see.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll my spear expertise again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got an 18.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, actually, no. I was gonna. Okay. Well, it's too late now. I was gonna ask, can I impassion it with something else? But
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
you
I was gonna say my
So-
honor.
Okay, so let's backtrack and make a
like
roll
play
against.
testing.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's do honor. Okay, I get 10 out of 15.
All right, so check
Okay.
your honor, and that's going to give you a plus 10. Yeah, because this is a very knightly act you're doing here.
Yeah, it is.
Killing a boar.
Okay, 14 plus 5, so 19 out of 25.
Nice. Okay, so you beat the boar.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My face, not my face.
Yeah, each tusk into one eye.
Oh.
Oh, that's a cartoon.
Like-
That is a cartoon.
or an Italian zombie movie from the
Yeah.
70s. One of
Yeah.
the two.
Mario Bava.
All right, so
God.
so yeah, it unbelievably goes 1 foot up your spear shaft,
That is
and then just
incredible.
stops, and it's dead.
Wow.
You son of a bitch.
What a great
I just
opponent.
pretended he was a Saxon.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
We
pretty
have
much
a
all
tail.
yours.
Or Silchester and
We have
My hatred of Saxons is 18, guys.
Oh wow.
I know.
I just hate
it.
them so hard.
That's a
know.
blind
I
rage.
know.
Yeah.
It is.
Good thing I'm forgiving.
Yes. That's your saving grace. He's great.
I love it.
He hated
I love
Saxons. He was merciful. So
Oh, okay.
we are dichotomous.
That's very true.
being.
That's very true. And what a tail we'll have,
Oh.
Rain, when we get back to the
Cool.
big ranch.
You get back to the double bar L.
Tonight we
Listen to
feast
Lance,
for sure.
goddammit.
Cowboy hats on. All right.
So you killed a boar.
Nice.
It is.
It was not a bear.
It was not a bear.
one
It was a
letter off.
boar.
That's
Right. Well, they're illiterate.
It was a typo. It was a typo on the email.
Bear.
Please
She's
help
also a
Rich
bear.
bear. All right. So it's been about 6 hours. What do you want to do?
I'm
tie it
at
up.
Oh,
Roast
leader
this
of the
thing,
hunt.
right?
Yeah, tie it up and bring it back.
Yeah.
Share the wealth.
Don't we want to cut the tusks off, bring the tusks back after we eat it and all that?
Yeah, you can
Well,
take
yeah.
trophies.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Old Gar says, "Oh, that'd be some good eating for our
Yeah,
peasants."
those people
I say
have nothing.
celebration.
Good eating on one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring
So
up
let's
the
bring
brew.
it back.
Sloppy
Let's
boars.
bring it back.
Sloppy boars.
So,
And barley.
all right. So.
Sloppy board.
They won't have to eat dog tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Saxon.
Yeah,
Hooray!
the dogs are all licking up the boar blood,
So we're trailing into the fort yeah.
We're
Probably
tracking
get it on one of your
everything.
Yeah, I
spears,
bet.
right?
We're tracting every critter to that
and
blood trail.
raccoons.
You're basically like these guys, but with a boar instead of a suit of armor.
Right.
Okay.
So.
I guess
thought
the peasants
were like
carrying
that,
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Oh,
peasants, yeah.
well.
Oh, you're gonna let the peasants carry
We're
it.
the ones. Well, they're going to be eating it.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so yeah, you all ride back sort of triumphantly.
Very nightly. Very nightly.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good, yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh.
Very. Oh.
Yeah, surprisingly good.
Suspiciously good.
Suspiciously good.
Set me up.
Great. So
Alrighty.
they're bringing the boar back.
So you bring the boar back.
Yes.
There's a great celebration. Hooray! You know.
Is there music? Will there be looting or
Oh
anything?
yeah, there's
Oh.
definitely music. They have instruments.
Well, I don't know if
They
they're gonna
have
loot their own
horses.
village,
Is that-
but
no.
No, like a loot.
But they don't have loots yet, do they? How old are
I don't
those
think
things?
so.
harps actually are the cultural instruments.
Well, they
but
don't
the
have
one
harps.
string only.
Maybe
Well,
one
they have one old harp that they bring
like a
out.
jug.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One jug.
Yep. So yeah, there's music. As a matter of
Oh.
fact.
Yay!
All right, so you're having a little mini a little mini meal. Celebration.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say the F word, but
No, it's not one of those.
Okay.
It's not an FEAST.
all right. So
But-
anyway, you're having a nice.
This is one of the local singers, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but it's a good scene, you know. They put the boar on its spit, they roast it. It's delicious.
The taste of victory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you can take the tusks if you want as
Old guards, I
Yeah.
really have any use for those, so
Right,
you
we're
can
gonna need those.
Perhaps the tusks for our lord and a tooth each for us.
Yeah.
teeth too. Yeah. Smart. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, cool. So
Does anybody want to try and dance?
oh,
Who can dance?
I can dance.
there's some
Come on.
yeah, there's some like roundels going on, you know, just
nice.
peasants kind of, you know, just dancing around the fire, you know.
Let's see if I can dance and do something right today.
All right. Come on, man. Come on, Pace.
Nope.
Oh!
What?
And with that failure, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh wow.
So
I
like
try to join in.
compose, I can just write stuff, but I can't play it.
Compose
Dancing.
is
Oh!
poetry.
Oh, prose.
I hop in.
You know, like you could compose.
I can poem an epic poem about
Killing
our
boars.
adventures and then orate it.
Yeah.
And you could orate it.
Oh,
Oh.
they're composing a poem
Let
about
me see how well I compose.
And so they're dancing.
Oh,
so Virgil's
yeah, Virgil's really doing
I got a
well.
crit on my compose.
Yes! Yes!
checking that.
An excellent hunter and a bard. You're
you-
insane.
Okay, and now I'm going to orate my composition
All right.
to this.
So since you got a crit, give yourself a +10 on your orate.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a 7 out of 20.
Perfect.
So Virgil, did you crit your dancing?
Oh no, I made it.
made it, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Virgil's dancing.
One.
One. Okay. All right. Very good.
I'm
Very
having a
good.
great time.
So this is great.
You're
Yeah.
moving around, dancing it up.
And yeah, meanwhile, Kinrain is reciting this nice
Very
little,
knightly.
you know.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
If only your knights could see you.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm going to be telling this story back home. This is
I
just
bet.
practice.
No,
Good
Gar
one.
loves
Right.
It's a
that.
good one.
Yeah. it's
Gar
a
would
good
love
one.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You composed it specifically, you know.
I specifically composed it for
Exactly.
Earl Roderick.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Whoa, ambitious.
Well, to prove myself to him, since I did not do so well in the competitions, I'm in honor of my lord.
Yeah.
I want to tell a tale that will make him proud.
All
Excellent.
right. Very good.
Excellent.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
So do they sleep? They snooze away.
You snooze in the barn again.
With the boar.
And yeah, with the boar remains. And yes, you leave the party behind.
All right. Cool.
All right. So and the next day you head out.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been gone basically 3 days. And so you return then.
We're returning, but we didn't kill the bear.
We killed something.
But there's a bear in the woods.
What do you think, guys? Pace makes a good point.
Huh.
I think it'd be fair to take another look.
We did find a bear print.
It's
a
true.
beautiful one at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
think Pace did.
I agree. I think that it's worth at least one last go now that we're refreshed and full of boar meat.
Just think of all the glory you
quite
guys will get
confident.
when you kill a bear on top of a boar.
That's
Like a
right.
bear on top of it, literally, like a.
Yeah, like a
Like the
sand-
bear is riding
like,
the board.
the bear-
After that,
riding the
you'll
boar.
move up to like a hippogriff.
Move up to a hippogriff.
Oh dear.
A hippogriff on top of a bear on top of a boar.
On top of a Merlin.
Sort of up. All right, so
All right.
Let's take it in.
Maybe some wolves in
But,
there.
I mean, that's
Wolves, yeah.
definitely the progression, isn't it?
Yeah. Just some wolf fries on the side.
all right, so Wolfram. Speaking of wolf,
Wolfram.
Yes, we're
things,
going.
you're leading the hunt again.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I guess so.
Virgil and Wolfram are.
You did lead us to the boar last
yeah.
time. I
All right.
support you.
Yeah.
We know where the print is this time.
We
Yes,
do.
that's true.
Yes, so
that'll
I'll
cut
say
that
that
down.
Yeah,
you
that
can
gives us
set out from there.
From the
Yeah.
print.
And so that's a hunting with a +3 for the hounds.
Alrighty, here we go. Okay, make that.
All right, excellent.
Come on,
Very
baby.
good.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you pick this up right first thing in the morning. That's still mist clean to the ground, and the sky is a sort of steely gray. So you're off into the woods. All right, give me some more hunting rolls there. Give me another one.
Another one.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, you're definitely on a bear trail this time. It is not a boar trail. and carry on.
Probably see broken branches and all of
Yes.
that. Like
Crazy volume there. All right. Yeah.
Smell it.
You're finding spore,
Spore.
tracks, trails,
Fresh.
the whole thing. All right. Oh,
One more?
There we go.
No, I don't make that one.
don't make that one. Just a regular failure.
Yep.
I had the eagle sound.
Absolutely. Regular
One eagle.
failure. Let's see here. Okay, so you have lost the trail.
Ah!
unfortunately.
Can one of us make a hunting roll to try and find it
Yes,
again?
if someone else wants to take it over,
you guys
it's
Sure.
a straight hunting
Please
roll.
do.
Straight hunting roll.
I like that one.
Straight hunting roll with no modifier.
I got 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Excellent, you've picked it up again.
Yay.
All right, so Kinrain's in the lead. Kinrain, give me a hunting roll with a +3.
15 out of 13.
Okay. All right, so you've lost the trail again. Been
It
in
is
the
still
woods about
misty.
6 hours.
Hours, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Pace, you want to try?
I'll give it a try. Sure you want me to? I succeed.
All right,
Yeah.
excellent. You found the trail.
You have the spirit of the bear in you.
Give me a hunting roll with a +3.
Yep.
What was your idea?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Right.
All right.
Yeah, it was your
So,
It's about
yeah,
time, Pace.
the dogs.
I meant that in a supportive way. Like, it was more like it was about time. It was
Yes.
due.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So the dogs, Pace, you're right on the dogs' trail, and they've definitely cornered something.
Oh.
So you give your hunting horn a blow. Everyone else
Roll to see how close we are.
make awareness rolls actually this time.
Awareness.
Awareness
6 out of
rolls.
12.
Okay.
Where the hell's my awareness?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Very top of
I
that
see.
there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where are we?
Yeah.
104.
Okay. So Wolfram and Kinrain, you're right on top of this. Now.
Maybe you're hungover.
Yeah, maybe.
A bit.
I can't hold my liquor at all.
Right.
Okay, so Pace, you're gonna get first shot at this. Basically, give me a valorous at -2.
Ooh, what is it?
Yep.
You made it.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you come upon a large black bear
Okay.
Yeah.
that's been sort of cornered up against the root system of an oak,
All right.
and it's just
I know.
sort
I'm
of
trying not to.
swiping at the dogs, So
It's a man-eater, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Not
We're
like a
aware.
child.
yeah, it's raiding trash cans.
It actually eats things.
needs to be put down.
I'm stealing picnic baskets.
Yeah, picnic baskets.
It's going after cakes.
I mean, everyone loves cakes.
Yeah.
No, that happened. Where was that? Somewhere,
Oh, that here. That
somewhere out in
happened
the
here.
boonies.
Someone, the bear broke. Did we talk about this? The
I don't
bear
know.
broke in.
A bear broke. So this guy got up to get a glass of water at 2 in the morning, and he goes in his kitchen, and there's a
This is
bear
last summer.
that's just finished off the birthday cake that they were going to serve their daughter the next morning, and it's going over to the sink for a drink of water.
That is so cute.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" There's like just this bear in his
Locked
kitchen.
in.
Wow.
Frosting.
Yeah, it's good.
That is adorable.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Terrifying at the same time.
All right. So spear.
Yeah, can I try to impassion this? Because
Absolutely.
I haven't
Absolutely.
exactly covered myself in honor
Yes.
thus far, so roll against my honor.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Succeed.
All right, check your
Yeah.
honor. And I'm going to be rolling the bear's avoidance as it tries to get away as you charge in.
It'll probably beat me. That's a 6.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
actually.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
well
There are a
done.
lot of dogs distracting it.
So, yeah, you get a solid blow. Just go ahead and inflict your normal damage.
You round up for damage, right? Or if it's 5, if it's like 0.5, you round up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18.
18. All right. So, let's see here. Does it have an armor?
Thick
Yeah,
bear
it does,
fat.
actually. Thick bear skin.
Yeah.
18, you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, so yeah, you shank at one and... So, you two on the scene, valorous at -2.
Wait, one
Pass.
fail.
Okay. Alright, so Kinrain, maybe you're still a little shaky from that boar encounter.
That
You know,
was-
like,
It
you
did
know,
come right at my face.
You're like, I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to just go charging in again.
Yeah. Let somebody else.
Yeah.
Alright, so Wolfram, you're going to get an unopposed attack.
Right.
So, D20 first.
Oh. Okay, pass.
Pass. Okay, so damage.
Gosh. 21.
21. Excellent. Okay, and pace.
Nice.
There we
Oh,
go.
again?
He's going to try and claw you.
All right. And I'm not impassioned.
You're not impassioned.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I'm sorry. You are.
Oh, okay.
What am I talking about?
Wait,
6.
so once you're impassioned, you get to stay impassioned?
For that duration of that thing that caused the impassionment.
So for whatever roll you pull it for.
Yeah. So now, if he if he ran away without killing the bear, he would suffer dire consequences. So
Right.
he's in it to win it at this point.
16.
16. Okay. And I got a 12.
Wow.
So go ahead.
Wow.
That's a lot of ones.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 14.
14. Okay. So. Okay. Very good. So new round.
So, Valorous
Try your
again.
Valorous and give me another awareness roll for Virgil.
Okay, I made my Valorous.
Okay, cool.
And so now I can roll.
Yes, unopposed.
Ooh, I made it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Critted mine.
Oh!
15 on
Double
15.
damage. Double
Alright.
damage.
Yeah. So that's 7, 8, 12, 19,
Wow.
23, 24, 25.
25. Okay.
Wow.
Wolfram, unopposed.
Oh, unopposed. Oh, I still have to.
Yeah.
Roll the attack. Yeah.
Okay, make that.
Okay, damage.
Ooh, 27.
And okay, and then Virgil shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Aware.
Where did you guys go? Oh.
14.
Again. All right, I got a 5, so you get.
Okay.
That's a little better.
10. Not much better. That's actually a 13. That's actually worse than last time.
Even with 3 1s, you did better last.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're in there hammering away, and that's the main thing.
That's
Yeah.
Okay,
You are
so
not sure?
basically the three of you converge on this bear, and Wolfram and Pace both kind of just get it in the flanks and shoulders, and then and Kinrain just kind of gets it right behind the head, and it just drops to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Peasants. Another beast.
Oh, good. I like bear a lot more than boar.
Really?
Really? All right.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
it.
so you carry the bear into the village.
Yes.
Singing all the way.
Yay!
Yes. So it's deja vu all over again.
Yes.
And you spend an evening in celebratory revels.
Can we? Is there any sort of?
Hey, I
can we do
danced
to,
this
like-
time. I think I crit dance.
Nice.
I was gonna ask to roll something to like bring back the Lord, like it's say like head, skin, claws sort of deal.
Oh, you don't have to roll anything. You can
Yeah,
just
no, you
yeah.
You'll
The
say
villagers
that it
will
looks
help you
really
skin
nice.
and dress
Yeah,
it, you know.
Because I'm
You
saying
gotta
we bring
prove
him
it.
like the whole bearskin rug kind
Yeah.
of deal with the head and the feet attached.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, everyone makes stewardship rolls.
All right.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a fumble.
All right. Well, yeah. So you
We're back to doing that.
you don't know a whole lot, and we're back. Yeah. So you're sort of surprised that the villagers actually show this incredible
Deftness
at skinning the bear. They seem to be, pretty experienced
I guess I
hunters.
didn't realize that would fall under stewardship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that has to do
Odds.
with managing the land, basically. So you can use your stewardship to kind of get an idea of like how a local area makes its money
Works.
or works.
Oh, that would have been a good thing to have.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I don't
Look at it
know.
more as
Usually once you get married, your wife has the higher stewardship. or you hire a steward.
Yeah.
If you're under.
Wasn't sure as you run your manor, what a better idea.
And then you also.
If you want to run your own, then
and sometimes that's good depending on the steward you get.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then it's like, fuck this, I'm gonna run it myself.
The incompetent steward.
Yes.
All right, so.
Common.
I bet.
All right.
Anyway, so you get a nice bear skin out of it.
Boar teeth and tusks, and this is knightly. This is very knightly.
This is some knightly shit.
Yeah.
But you head back the next day.
However.
But you're all squares
You're
still.
still squares.
All right, so you head back the next day.
Yeah.
And same route you took before. Overland. Yeah. All right, and so you come down kind of into the what river is that? Doesn't say. Okay. Well, anyway, you come down into the river valley near Vagon, and there's a couple manors.
The Wiley River.
Wiley, thank you. So you come down to the Wiley Valley. There's a couple manors that were sort of outlying from Vagon. Boyton Manor was one that you passed 4 days ago. But as you approach it, you see that something happened during your time.
No.
Yes. As you approach, you can see signs of a raid. Yeah. The
Saxon bastards.
At Boyton?
At Boyton. Yeah. The manor house. The manor house is a smoking ruin.
It is.
Yes.
It's that bad. Yeah.
And you find actually Sir Elad and the household knights, Bar, Leo, and Lycus are all in the area.
Oh God.
Yeah, and so when they see you, they signal for you to come over as quickly as possible.
All right.
Let's roll over.
So Elad just explains that some Saxons struck in the night.
Bastard Saxons.
They penetrated into the county from the woods, and probably as a sort of an insult, they chose a manor that was close to a castle, just to show that they could strike anywhere, Only a couple people were killed in the fighting, but
But the manor was lost.
the manor was lost, and Elad indicates that Earl Roderick is in a right state. With that, you will all be meeting with the Earl back at Vagon Castle, and you can tell him about your triumphs.
Compose.
You can do your thing.
Sing your song.
But
what?
We'll do that next week.
Right.
So
Right. Very good.
I'm like, compose the shit out of this.
that's right. Make a note to yourself that you compose the shit out of it.
The shit out of that.
Yes. And we'll pick it up next week. So.
Neat.
Yeah.
Good game, all.
So on the website, there's a PDF.
What I'm going to do is send out a link for all of you.
Oh,
Excellent.
Nice.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's
Was it in there?
Oh, it's on time.
I know, indeed. Yeah, so go ahead and just input the data. There's going to be a color version and a black and white version, depending on what you want to do with your own printer's ink supplies.
Oh, it is color.
Right.
black and white for me.
Yeah.
And we could do heraldry here.
Oh, yeah. I can make your
So
coat
if
of
you
arms here.
really want to get nice, specific with your heraldry, we can print out.
Yeah, I have a little
something
coat
that.
of arms
Yeah.
maker.
So we can make it for you. Yeah.
So just send me a description of your coat of arms.
Yeah,
and I'll
how it
put
looks,
together.
and then we'll do
Okay.
it. Yay! Good game, everybody.
Good game.
Very fun. Love this game.
Hurrah.